farmers. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, I think we're back.
Hola!
I didn't expect it to die like that. Actually, I should have expected that at this point, to be honest.
Now, mind you all, Joey's on record as saying that Halloween 3 is actually his favorite film of all time.
Okay,
Wasn't there a whole controversy because Michael Myers killed a gay man?
Yes, that was in the new one.
Now,
I mean,
I like how right after I say Michael Myers killed a gay man, and Joe says yes, clip that pops up on the stream manager.
No, let me explain while I think that whole thing is bullshit, because I feel like me defending it, if anything, is going to seem like a big deal also because of it. So basically, what happens is, Michael Myers, he kills people. He doesn't really think twice about who they are. He doesn't stop and say, what's this person's political beliefs?
The only time I think he's ever hesitated to kill people was fucking like if they're like small children.
Yeah,
he's killed a few of those.
He's killed one or two.
He's killed, like, Halloween 2018, he kills that kid in the beginning. Like, he literally just snaps his fucking neck. But there's also the big one-take scene that they did. Fantastic shot, by the way. When he's, like, walking down the streets for Halloween night and everyone's getting ready to leave and stuff like that. And he goes into the one woman's house and, like, kills her. And then here's her baby. And he stands above the crib for a second and looks at the baby and then keeps going.
Looks at the baby.
So, he has...
Go.
And, like, he's obviously not going to kill a fucking baby. So, but the reason that he kills this gay man is not because he's gay. We can just call him the dude. The reason he kills this guy, because that's how little the fact that he's gay matters in the movie. Like,
just he's gay.
It's just there. They don't shove it in your face or anything. It's really good, representation, stuff like that. They're not like, oh, he's gay, so he's going to do this and this and that. No, like, it's just genuinely a really wholesome, nice, two-man couple, and it's great. Honestly, I love both their characters. I thought they were funny as fuck.
Honestly, like, speaking about... speaking of... actually, no, I'll let you continue before I get on my point. Go on.
Okay.
Don't... because I'm going to be kind of going off at a non-sequitur. This podcast and a non-sequitur? Fuck you talking about? Anyways, go ahead.
I think their names were Big John and Little John. And they were fucking great. Funny as hell. But basically, their house is the original Myers house.
Mm-hmm.
And so, as you know, with Michael Myers, it is his house. He kind of just goes there. For example, in the first movie, they go and investigate it to see if he's there, and they find a half-eaten dog. So, like, he keeps gravitating back to it. He's not... They make it very clear he's not attached to Laurie Strode. He's attached to the Myers house in the entire town of Haddonfield. Mm-hmm. Because he doesn't hunt down Laurie once in the entire Halloween Kills movie. But, he goes to the house, and he finds two people in the house. Now, he doesn't check to see if he sees, like, BLM in their bio or pronouns in their bio or some shit on fucking Instagram before he kills them. No, he just straight up fucking kills them. And just like the original movie, like, when he killed that one girl and, like, strangled her in bed and then put his sister's tombstone right in front of her, he finds a picture of them, like, in, like, a garden or, like, a meadow or something like that, like, posed up on each other, and he kills both of them and poses their bodies like that for when they're found. And he was called homophobic for it. They said Michael Myers was homophobic because he just killed people that were in the house.
Also, that's like, so after It Chapter 1, right? For some reason, not even because of anything the showrunners did or anything like that, Pennywise became an LGBTQ icon.
I never understood that, but I was always curious.
You want to know what it was? It's from what I've heard, it's because he got shipped with the Babadook.
Okay.
I am not even kidding.
There's times when, like, I really love this timeline, and then there's times that I wish I could live in the fucking desert wasteland of Conan Exiles.
Yeah.
I would rather fight a fucking crocodile for my dinner at night than have to live in this fucking universe a second longer with shit like that.
But then you get to It Chapter 2, where the first kill is a gay man.
Yeah.
And the community surrounding, like, Pennywise and everything just erupted in flames. It was beautiful. But what I was gonna say though is so I just recently watched whatchamacallit, Cowboy Bebop, the original, for the first time. And in it there is a lot there's representation. There's people of all walks of life. Hell, one of the main characters is a woman, and she kicks ass and has a one ups people all the time, but does it in a believable way. There's a moment where she bursts into a room and there's gay dudes fucking that are just surprised, and they don't use it as a gag. They don't do anything. She immediately starts interrogating them to try to find the bounty head she's after, but that's about it. Um, like there is one major character who I guess you could say is trans, but doesn't identify that way. Because they fucking got experimented on and have breasts now as well as all the male bits, but like that's never a problem. It's never a big point. They're just people. I pine for a time when people can just be people again, and they're not defined by their identity. Miss those days.
I mean, the thing it's a very odd double-edged sword because every time it fucking happens, you get the same goddamn arguments. Because on one hand, the only fucking people that actually seem to care about there being representation will be like, "Oh no, we just want to be there. That's all. We don't need to be a big deal." And then if it's not a big fucking deal, they throw a goddamn hissy fit about it. And it's
Mm-hmm.
like, well, fuck. We do it in these subtle ways because that is the most palatable way to do it, to where it doesn't seem like it's being forced down people's fucking throats, and to where it seems like it's meant to be there, that it's not being done just for the sake of fucking doing it. And
Mm-hmm.
then you want to throw a fucking fit about it? Well, god damn it, fucking you'd be making the same goddamn complaints if we did make a big fucking deal about it. You'd be like, oh, this feels so forced and this isn't true represent. Well, fuck you then, god
Well, my,
damn
my
it,
thing
we'll
my
just
thing is
we'll
this,
give
right?
you nothing.
It's like I have no problem, right? This will be a hot take for the internet.
Oh god.
I have and it shouldn't be a hot take, to be honest. I have no problem with any kind of character being whatever the hell they are, right? I have no problem with a character being a woman. I have no problem with a character being black. I have no problem with a character being Asian, whatever ethnicity, whatever gender, whatever the hell you want them to be. You can have them be a male presenting trans individual, right? However the hell that is. I don't care. Make that character, but that's the key word there. Make it. Don't come to me and be like, oh, well, Hawkeye is now gay. No, he's not. He never was. He's not supposed to be. You can make a gay Archer character. Go. Do it. But leave what we already have to be ours. And then go and make your own stuff and make it better than what we all used to have. And people will love it too. But don't debauch and detract from what's already been made. And I know saying detract is going to be like, oh, well, you're saying it makes it worse. It's like, it can, and lots of times it does, because it's just done there for the tokenism of it. It's never done with any sincerity.
Fun fact: the same type of people that want to see gay Hawkeye are, in fact, and this is confirmed. I did read a peer-reviewed study on this. They're actually the same type of people that bash Fallout 3 and 4 for being Bethesda retconning bullshit. So, it just tells you the type of people that you're working with. A little bit of hypocrisy there. I'm just
Shut
saying,
up.
might be something in the Kool-Aid.
It's a very
We keep
specific study.
putting frogs in the chemicals that turns the freaking water gay.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest. I'm a little retarded.
And now we're definitely going to get kicked off of Twitch.
Listen, goddamn, I still have my psychology notes that give me the 3 severities of retardation. So come the fuck at me, you pieces of shit. Oh, you're like, goddamn. No, you want a hot take, Jacob? Here's a fucking hot take. God damn it. I'm gonna go on a rant here. It's gonna be a small rant. All right.
Just
LeBron James should not be in the fucking MVP race this year. I do not give a singular fuck how goddamn old he is, how many years he's been in the fucking league, or these stats he's putting up. Are they impressive? Sure. I don't give a damn because the reason this team's not fucking winning is his entire own goddamn creation. He built this fucking team for. If you think that the Lakers made a single fucking move this offseason without asking him directly, without sending him a strongly worded email, fucking asking for his blessing for it, then you are smoking crack cocaine. God damn it. He built this fucking team from the ground up, and their fucking failures entirely on him and his nimwitted fucking building decisions of making an old shitty fucking team and a conference that has plenty of young up and coming teams that they cannot fucking defend. Now you would think that these old veteran players would have, the fucking knowledge to be able to stop these young fucking teams, but no, they can't play defense. And when they do try to play defense, they don't even fucking do it well. So then they just rely on their fucking scoring. But of course, half of them can't even hit a fucking jump shot other than fucking LeBron, who's of course going out there playing fucking hero ball is the only goddamn thing he can do when his fucking coaster Anthony Davis is injured half the fucking time. And it pisses me off because I don't like the Lakers as a fucking team. I don't in particular like LeBron. He comes off as a very fake fucking shitty person for the most part, especially with all of his goddamn political activism combined with his loyalty to fucking Nike, who is basically modern day slave labor. Sorry, it's the fucking truth. So I have no fucking sympathy for him. God damn it. As far as I'm concerned, anyone putting him in the fucking MVP race now, which he's likely not even going to fucking win, is just lying to them fucking self. I'm done. I know you don't care about basketball.
Actually, I was going to bring up.
It pisses me off.
I was going to bring up, Griffin. You'd be able to appreciate these stories. And this is going to be some Jacob pre-Windsor stories. All right.
Oh Lord.
So from 4th grade, I want to say. Yeah, 4th grade through about 7th grade, I played basketball. All right. Yeah, I know. That's hard to imagine. My big ass, my 6 foot, 310 pound ass go running up and down that court. But I loved it. It was one of my favorites. Ready for this shit, Griffin? We didn't have a shot timer on our shit, right?
Excuse me, what?
Yeah, which resulted in at one point, I kid you not, we were down like 20 points, right? In the fourth quarter. And you want to know what the other team did?
They held the fucking ball. You don't have a fucking shot clock.
Yeah, they held the ball outside of the 3-point line because we could only have one guy outside of the 3-point line at a time in this league for whatever reason.
What?
Yeah!
You had to play 4 in?
We had to play 4 in against motherfuckers who could make half-court shots.
What clown league were you fucking
I was in the Catholic Schools of Virginia League, Griffin.
Oh, the old dominant CLV.
I was in literally like literally it was because I was at Portsmouth Catholic. And we played places like St. Mary, St. Peter's, St. Matthew's, and all of them, right?
Noticing a trend.
All of them, Griffin. I swear to God, St. Matthew's was the worst, and anybody from St. Matthew's, I will fight you. This is some Catholic beef right now. I will fight you over this shit.
In history, Catholic beef doesn't end well, so just give us a bit of a warning.
Look, all I'm saying is they either paid off or used referees from their community. Because those fuckers would travel, they would double dribble, they would do everything and not get called.
They offered them fucking salvation.
No, they probably offered them free fucking hot dogs at the goddamn concession stand, which we did too. So it wasn't it because they just got it as, hey, thanks for being a referee. Which,
the
side note,
was you all bought ballpark franks, and they bought beef franks, so you had lesser quality hot dogs. Why would they care about yours?
Side note, my parents always worked the concession stand, so I'd always run up and be like when it wasn't my game, but like, hey, can I get a hot dog? And they're like, yeah, here you go. And also great because after game days, we would be there, and all the leftover hot dogs I could eat were mine, and it was beautiful. But I digress. There was one time. Oh, go ahead.
Hold on. I like to imagine little fucking airbender looking Jacob running up, fucking, after a fucking game to his parents going, "Can I have a hot dog?" In
With
that
that
exact fucking voice.
Hey,
That is terrifying.
Ma, can I get a hot dog with some chili? I want some chili and some nacho cheese on it.
Now, Jacob, if you go ahead and plaster the back seat of the van again, I'm gonna have to give you a whooping.
What the fuck?
Oh yeah, Griffin. Joe, you won't know this. Griffin, so you know that fan fiction that you sent me?
Ah, yeah.
I've been reading it to people.
Why?
It's the same reason that I read Chuck Tingle novels to people, Griffin. To sow
Ugh.
chaos and discomfort.
Yeah, so Joe, one of my fucking players, he sent me a fan fiction that two of his friends had written, or that one of his friends had written about another one of their fucking friends, and it's just terrible.
Like
I hate every moment of it, and he only sent it to him because he knew I would fucking hate it.
I will read it to you after the stream. We cannot read it on stream.
No.
I'm sorry, everyone at home. King, if you're watching this, I'm sorry for reading it to you last night. And also, King, if you're watching this, why the fuck didn't you go to sleep last night, you bitch? Because you said the only reason you'd be able to see it at this time is if you didn't go to sleep, you fucker. Anyways, but back to basketball. There was one day where I have a friend. He's in the Coast Guard now, but Skylar Brooks was his name, right? And this kid, first of all, went through some shit. Won't get into it, but essentially kind of got fucked over by. Oh, there we go. Okay, just had it buffered on the stream buffered on the stream manager side of things, so I got scared. But so essentially just got screwed over by the school and kind of became the only dude in all of the middle school there pretty much at one point, and yeah, kind of got fucked over socially by that. But I digress. Dude's doing good for himself now, but he played basketball when I did, and at one point we were just getting fucked over by St. Matthews. Like, and there was just a bunch of bullshit going on, and it got to the point where Skylar got so pissed off at one of the other people because he and I were both down right by the basket, right? And I blocked shots like a motherfucker, first of all, and so did he. Like we had a strong defense when it came to like the up close game. Granted, I was taller than most children, so hey.
Oh yeah, you're fucking heavy, so they're not gonna move you out of the fucking paint. You're just gonna sit there and fucking block shit.
There was one kid who actually was both taller and heavier than me.
Oh god.
He's still taller than me. He was 6'4" in middle school with a full ass beard.
Now I'm just gonna say I don't think that
He had the birth certificate to prove it.
I don't think that birth certificate was real. think you might have been born somewhere else.
Nah, he was a good kid and all that, but he like it was one of those moments where it's like he ran up to do a layup and I was like, oh shit.
It's like, I know I'm not gonna get dunked on, but I am about to get trampled.
But anyways, so Skylar gets fed up with the St. Matthews kids, and at one point, one of the kids, I think he'd just been doing something to Skylar all day. So Skylar runs up behind him, wraps and locks his arm around this kid's waist, pinning the kid's arms to his sides, right? Picks him up and throws him.
Oh.
Just right in the paint, mind you. Like, just got pushed out of the way by this kid, rough as shit. Skylar runs over, grabs him, and like literally picked him up, held him sideways through to ground. Body slammed this kid.
Well, technically, Trey, it's not a body slam, but close enough.
Kids down on the ground. Whistles.
I like to imagine that as this happened, those like fucking, like in an actual NBA game and like college games, those losers with the big fucking mops that have to like sweep up the fucking sweat off the floor immediately came out and tried to fucking clean them up.
No, we didn't have those. But like he hits the ground, of course gets expelled from the game for that. We were
Yeah,
like,
fucking loser getting thrown down.
but it was a beautiful moment because it was like catharsis for all of us. Because even the coaches were like, "Well, yes, we all wanted to do that to that kid because the kid was just being a dickhead." It's like you can't just do that, son.
Now, boy, you can't just go giving power bombs to young middle schools when they push you out the paint.
Like to be fair, one of the a lot. Well, this is just most of them were a lot of rich. There was a lot of rich assholes there because it was a private Catholic school.
Now, see what he did. What he did was wrong, though. You never do that in a basketball game to get back at someone because that's just going to get you sent out. What you do is you find that little motherfucker, okay, and you switch your assignment on him. You get him assigned to someone else, and then you wait for the fucking fast break. All right, you wait till fucking hopefully you get a defensive stop and you leak the fuck out and you get down court and you line up with whoever the fuck he's guarding and you set the toughest, thickest fucking screen you can right behind that motherfucker, knowing that because he's young, his fucking teammates aren't going to call it out for him, and you watch him fucking crumple against you as your buddy just runs full fucking speed down court and he just fucking slaps against you.
Dude, I used to just like I would screen fuckers after I got big. Right? Oh, it was wonderful. It's a beautiful experience just to be a big asshole who sits there, someone tries to go, and you just plant the foot.
Yeah, have you ever seen a proper Steven Adams screen, Jacob?
Nope.
Go ahead and look that up real quick so you can get exactly what I mean. You too, Joe. Fuck it. Do it. Doing it live. It's exactly what I fucking mean. You think fucking goddamn football players get hit hard? At least they have protective gear on. At least they know what's gonna happen.
Steve Adams screens. Here, let me turn this down just in case. Because I know you guys can hear it.
Claims another victim?
Okay, I need to see this man screen someone. I'm not seeing it quite yet.
That's their setup.
He's making a lot of good plays. I found the 2019-2020 season highlights.
Oh my god. Oh my god. He is a tower of a man.
It's a big fucking boy.
There's the dude that literally like walked into him. And he didn't move an inch.
Holy shit! This man just stopped, and the other dude was on the ground.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. That's exactly what you do. He fucking like, oh, that's a fast break. Let me just go ahead and just stop this motherfucker on my point guard real quick.
Wow.
Fucking, there was a post game interview with Jimmy Butler.
God, he's like
against him one day.
He's also like a good head taller than that dude too. Holy shit.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
And they were talking to him, and they were like, "Hey, we saw you got like hit with a few Steven Adams screens, and what's it like, playing against someone like him?" And mind you, Steven Adams not a big star. He's a solid role playing center. He's big, can get rebounds, and block and shit. And Jimmy, who is a big star, he goes in and scores like, yeah, he stops, and I swear to God, he gives like this near PTSD style look, and he goes, that motherfucker's strong. I just hit him, and I about fucking blacked out for a moment.
God. That is terrifying.
I just want you to keep in mind, Joe, because you have to keep in mind, during this entire time, this motherfucker, he's guarding, he's running down the fucking court, he's back on defense, and no one on his team who sees this Goliath of a man just post up behind him, just in line with where he's going to be going. No one makes the call out to him. No one tells him, behind, and just stops.
Literally a brick wall.
Oh, God. Speaking of brick walls,
Me and my Tachaka outfit. Also, do you know how
no,
nerve-wracking
these
it
brick
is?
walls don't move.
Also, do you know how nerve-wracking it is to drive by a police officer with a smoke grenade right next to your leg?
I think you mean how tempting it is.
Okay, tempting as well, but no, like literally, I was driving by. I'll just be driving, and I'll look down and I go, "Oh, that's right, I have a smoke grenade." Just chilling in my car door, because I was at the field. I was at the airsoft field, and they've allowed smoke grenades at the airsoft field now. Which at one point, yes, there should be, and it doesn't exist. I wish Mike was there at that moment. But there was a point where you just had me walking through a cloud of smoke with an LMG in full gear.
So what you're saying is you filled the smoke grenade with mustard gas.
Well,
Oh, I had my
Did
gloves off at that point? What the fuck? No, I didn't. But we were saying that, I was saying something like, because I still don't have the kit fully worked out where I forgot my belt, so I didn't have anywhere to put the grenade, so I had it tucked into my chest and I lost it. I got two, that's why I have one in my door, but uh, at one point I was like, man, I need somewhere to put this grenade, and one of the guys was, he goes, you can put it in your prison pocket. I was like, yeah, that'd be funny as shit to see a Tachanka running around the field with smoke coming out his ass.
That'd be fucking terrifying. Like when fucking Blackbeard would light fuses in his goddamn hair. Also, it bothers me to see a distinctly Russian outfit holding a fucking Armalite rifle.
I just sent them a picture of me in my gear. Yeah, that was after the LMG went down, and I had to go get I wouldn't go get. I literally just unslung that bitch off my back.
What do you mean, dog? You mounted your LMG. Go ahead, hop on that turret, dog.
I do need to rewire the PKM before I go out next.
Jacob, you need to go out there with a rifle shield next time.
I can't. You're not allowed.
That's horse shit.
I'm not allowed out there with riot shields either.
just don't allow you to have fun, I guess.
But they say you're too big to use a riot shield. It's a danger to the others.
No, it would be an unfair advantage. Oh, that's a horrible picture of me. I will send it to you.
Motherfucker out here like real life Blitz.
Oh, I would. You fucking know it. I'll send that picture to you in a second because I was from a briefing moment. There's gotta be another picture of it because I wore it for most of the day. I'm going through these pictures now.
I imagine that helmet just smells like warm ham now.
It's not that bad, but I did forget the balaclava for it, so it was kind of uncomfortable.
Fair.
You know what else is uncomfortable? Our first sponsor for tonight, which we don't have because
Squarespace.
Okay, not gonna lie.
Squarespace.
Impal, if you want to sponsor us, I will sponsor you till the cows come home. I love you guys.
God, okay, no, you want to hear something weird about a fucking sponsor? So I watched a fucking like a random episode of Stone Cold Steve Austin's old podcast. You know, The Wrestler. One of the biggest wrestlers. And in the fucking middle of it, I swear on my goddamn life, this motherfucker goes into an ad read for Gamefly. There is nothing weirder than hearing Stone Cold Steve Austin in his thick Texan accent talking about how you shouldn't be spending all your money on games before you even had the chance to play them. So
oh
go
my
ahead.
god, I forgot what Gamefly was for a second.
Get a subscription to Gamefly. Get a 30-day free trial with the promo code podcast. Oh my god, you look like Tommy Wiseau's cracked out son.
I hate every bit of that. That picture just disturbs me.
Oh god. See, now all I can see is that under T'Chaka's helmet. Oh god. God, it's like when fucking Rey Mysterio took off his mask. It's just no. Man.
I hate
I think
every bit of that.
I've cycled
Please.
through all of them, I think. There's one of me with the helmet on with the visor up if you want to see it.
No.
Yes,
Don't.
I do.
Let me get
You
back to it.
glutton for punishment.
We need it for ammunition.
It is literally like 2 seconds after that first one with the shield down, though. What do you need it for ammunition for, huh?
Don't ask. Just need it.
For the next episode's big punishment.
Jacob, you were tonight's big loser. And us, we gotta kill your dog.
Oh God! I was gonna say for tonight's punishment, you have to play airsoft.
Oh, okay.
Is that all? Yep, that's all that we get out there. In actuality, the other team's gonna have real guns.
We were making those jokes all day. Just, all right, how to get your airsoft cheaters to actually call their hits. Loads 556.
Oh God. Oh fucking Christ.
I was like, that last picture doesn't look as bad as that second one.
Yeah, no, I don't think anything's gonna top that second picture.
Here we go. Maybe this one.
Oh, fucking Christ. Turtle head.
And here we see the precious meerkat poking out of its home to search for dangers.
I wish I could put these pictures up here, but I can't. They're all on my phone.
I was gonna say, it's probably bad that we're just saying this shit and just like roasting Jacob, and yet they can't see it.
Yeah.
Trust me, audience, you don't want to see it. Look as the majestic meerkat searches for prey, mates, and danger.
It is
on Animal Planet.
You kind of can't see it with the helmet from the outside, but literally, like, that helmet overlaps over top of the throat protector. So literally, it'll just be my beard and lips rubbing up against the throat protector underneath that face shield while trying to see out the front because I have to tilt my head down just a slight bit.
I don't like those terminologies. I don't like throat protector and beard and lips. I don't like that.
Okay, but I'm actually kind of hyped to see this go out and see a movie tomorrow.
Yeah, we got so off topic of that shit.
It's fine. There is no on topic for this podcast anymore.
I think there's a better off topic that we could get to. Assuming all of you are ready.
Depends on what it is.
Fucking Joe, do you have your document up?
Oh my
I do.
God, you guys and your Pokemon shit.
Yes. God damn it. Joe, would you like to set this up for us since you did come up with the idea?
Okay. So, Griffin and I, basically, you know, in lieu of the Gen 4 remakes being released like a month ago or so, you know, I just got it because I'm not a chump and I don't pre-order video games, unless it's Doom. But basically,
Look, let's say, don't you fucking lie over there.
unless it's Doom,
With your two collector's edition boxes.
leave me alone.
And your two different helmets that you won't let anybody touch or put on.
Leave me alone. But in lieu of the Gen 4 remakes, we looked at the gym leaders and we looked at their yeah.
No, sorry, got a text from my mother.
And we looked at their teams when you go to fight them in post game, and you know, I think the best way to look at this is Volkner's team in post game. Odd decisions with setting up for Drizzle. You know, instead of having a Pokemon that is good and has the ability Drizzle, or
Hold on, you cut out when you started that off. Go again from Faulkner's post-game team.
Okay, so Volkner's post-game team, it kind of centers around using Drizzle so that he can get his Thunder off, a little bit easier and stuff like that. And so you'd think, okay, he's probably going to have a Pokemon that, maybe knows Rain Dance or maybe has Drizzle as an ability. That's fairly good. Now, I can think of a couple Pokemon that are fairly good that are, water type or even just electric type that, can learn stuff like this. I mean, shoot, if you wanted good cover, let's see. There's the potentiality of like Gyarados, because I know Gyarados can get Rain Dance. And anything like that. Pretty much the possibilities are endless, and there's really good water Pokemon. And so you'd think, okay, he's got to bring something good. He brings a fucking Pelipper. With Drizzle. It is literally there just to die.
It also has 4 fucking offensive, like big boy offensive moves.
Yeah.
This bitch is fucking Hydro Pump, Ice Beam, Hurricane, and fucking, oh god, what was the final one? Fucking,
Fuck, Ice Beam, Hurricane.
Hydro Pump and fucking, something else massive.
Yeah,
for
it was
no good reason.
But he doesn't get to use any of them because literally all he does, he gets sent out, he uses Drizzle, you're like, okay, what the fuck? And you literally take it out in like one hit. Or if you're really unlucky like I was, it uses Ice Beam on your Garchomp and completely fucking decimates it.
Because your Garchomp is just fucked.
Yeah. But so, because of this, we're like, we could probably make some fairly good Pokemon teams for the gym leaders and potentially the Elite Four. Given there's like 1,000 Pokemon now.
Yeah,
And
especially taking into the idea that we're not going to limit ourselves to, just what you can find in the game, because as a remake, I would like to experience, new Pokemon as well. And, this is their post game team. Have a little bit of fun with it. Give them some cool themed things.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to win the battle regardless. So making like a well balanced team's not going to make a fucking difference. You're going to win.
Yeah, and even then, I would say that at least my picks for what I thought was like reasonable would be a fairly strong team either way, because they've got.
I did try to add some coverage,
and so we came in with some rules. All Pokemon had to at least have that specific type that the gym leader was. So, for example, Maylene had to have all fighting types. Volkner could not have an Ambipom this time. All of them have at least one Mega. Well, not at least one. They just have one Mega, and the Pokemon are not based off what we think would be the best team, but what we think would fit with their character and like just how like their like I guess aesthetic or like personality is in game.
The way I looked at it was like I tried to imagine them in my mind and be like, can I see this Pokemon being on their team? Yes or no?
Yeah, pretty much. So we can make a very long list.
I'm just gonna say, while you guys do that, I'm gonna just roll to the bathroom because this whole thing was not me or had nothing to do with me. This was these two at 4 a.m. this morning. This was
between talking about just very mean things to do to you.
This was about 5.5 hours ago.
Yeah.
I do want to bring up real quick because while we were talking about what time to do this yesterday, you guys are all like, "Oh no, you can't stay up late and yada yada yada," and then you two assholes were up till 4 a.m.
Okay, and look who was in the chat before you.
I had a doctor's appointment. I was up, and I'm not groggy, nor am I grumpy. I am not quumpy.
Could you go to the bathroom already and stop?
No, let me mute all my stuff just in case I don't want you guys to hear it. Then I'll make Twitch once again to hear it. You're screaming.
My God.
You're just gonna get in there. You're just gonna hear a gunshot, and it's just gonna be the little shit leaving my asshole.
God.
Happened the other day. I swear to God.
Michael.
Gregory. All right.
So, we're gonna. The way we did this is we went from the first gym leader to the 8th one. Obviously, we're not gonna randomly hop around, and so I guess we could probably start. We could start with Rourke. How do you want to do this? Like list off like our first pick and then like our second, third, fourth at the same time, or you want to just go back and forth?
I say we'll do our whole list, sort of give a little rundown, so then we'll talk about what we chose. I think that makes most sense.
Okay.
And I'll give you first go.
All right. So the first Pokemon that I have for Rourke, I felt was very obvious. I'm pretty sure you said you had two, which was Barrel. No, it was Colossal. I feel like I don't need to explain that very much because he's just a fucking coal miner.
Yeah, I have Colossal as well.
His second, I decided that if anything, I was gonna keep his Cranidos and just make it a Rampardos, given it's a fossil Pokemon. The entire Sinnoh region is literally like based off the Grand Underground itself.
Yeah,
So
and it
only
is his signature.
yeah. Um, then I have Golem. For reasons other than literally just it's just a giant rock. It
Yeah.
fits. Think of anything else that would better fit in the position. Um, these next three are a little. No, not actually. No, I'll go to the Mega first. Then I chose Aerodactyl. Specifically because it has a Mega. I feel like it makes sense for his fossil Pokemon to be a Mega because his Mega Aerodactyl's Mega form is like supposedly what it used to look like way back when.
Mm-hmm.
So like I thought it made sense, and also fossil Pokemon. And then
Fair.
my two weird picks probably. Um, considering that the Sinnoh region is literally comprised of lots of things that have to do with time and space, and you literally have a city that is like covered in stone and meteorites, I thought, okay, it would make sense if Rourke had a Minior on his team. So
Huh.
I gave him a Minior. And
Okay.
the final one, I was thinking, okay, like basically Pokemon that will also have good coverage possibly against whatever you would use against him for one, and also based off Stark Mountain because uh, I felt like he probably would explore Stark Mountain given it's a fucking volcano, and so I gave him a Mag Cargo.
Huh. Our teams are much more different than I thought they would be, actually. That's wild. Okay. Okay.
Get the Fantina. I've such an inkling that our Fantina teams were similar.
I'll be fucking shocked at that. Okay, so my Rourke. Um, so obviously I kept Rampart, and one thing that I tried to do, I don't know how much you tried to do this, was if Pokemon that they originally had on their like original, normal story mode team, I tried to keep the ones that fit and made sense. And for if there was one that I tried to keep but was like not necessarily like it didn't fit, but like there's maybe like a better, more interesting option. I have like a switch pick for it. So obviously I kept Rampardos, and then we have Golem. Now for Golem, I had the switch pick for. So I have him with either a Golem or a Crustle.
Huh.
Yeah, because I thought so. Crustle's actually like a really solid Pokemon. It is one that you don't see very much, and Crustle's actual design, his shell is like layers of sediment, which for him being a miner and a relic explorer, kind of fits theme a little bit in terms of, like digging down through the layers and shit. Um, then we had Colossal for the obvious reasons of, the fucking cities. And for my Mega, I gave this motherfucker a Mega Tyranitar, mainly because I knew you would be picking Mega Aerodactyl because you literally said it. So I was like,
Yeah.
well, fuck, I don't want to pick that as well. But also because I was like, you know what? I can just see, with also I can see this motherfucker pulling out a goddamn T-Tar and just mega evolving that bitch, and then just boom, your day's ruined. Because Mega Tyranitar is such a monster. Um, and I don't know, just the visual of him with a Tyranitar, it kind of fits. And it's a Pokemon you really don't see that much. At least not as much as I think you should. Um,
Especially now with like all like because I believe Fairy counters Dark, right?
I don't know,
I don't remember.
actually.
I'm not,
It might though.
but yeah, I'm actually surprised. I thought our teams were gonna be similar, so I guess it's good to have some variation there.
Oh, you haven't even seen the wild. This is the wildest pick I have, and I hope you understand why I picked this, Joe.
Okay.
Fourth on his team is Relicanth.
Okay.
And it is purely because of the name Relic.
Really?
Yeah, because one of his big things in the fucking story is that he, leads you to the underground where you can, hammer away at artifacts and relics, and it's just like, oh, Relicanth, really old Pokemon, gives him a little bit more coverage. I feel like he would enjoy having Relicanth. I feel like he'd be happy with that. And then the final one,
Mhm.
and also Relicanth is just, an interesting Pokemon that doesn't get used very much. The final one is I gave him a Rhyperior because one, Rhyperior is just a really strong fucking rock type.
Yeah.
And it was a Sinnoh evolution, which I feel, also fits, throw in a bunch of them as I can. And actually, most importantly, he has a little drill nose, so he can help him mine for ore.
Little drill nose.
But that was my Rourke. So out of those, so I had Rampardos, Golem or Crustle, Colossal, Mega Titar, Relicanth, Rhyperior, and you had
I had Colossal, Rampardos, Mega Aerodactyl, Golem, Minior, and Magcargo.
honestly, I'd say those teams are probably about even in terms of fucking creativity. Because I did not expect you to use fucking Minior. And I'll have you know, I actually looked at Minior when I was looking through the rock houses. I was like, oh, that might be interesting. I don't know enough about it though, so I'm not gonna fucking choose it. And I was not expecting fucking Mag Cargo. Wild.
Because I mean, I guess also the more I think about it, well, like especially with the remakes now, because whenever you go underground, you sometimes have these caverns that are also like volcanic in nature, and you
Mhm.
actually can find mag cargo. So I guess also it would make a little bit of
Huh,
sense with that too. They
fair
changed
enough.
the a lot. I will say that's probably one of the best things about the new game.
Yeah, fair enough. Shit.
But since I started with Rourke, do you want to start first or Gardenia, or do you want me to go first again?
Yeah, we'll switch off with them.
Okay.
So Gardania was a challenge. I think we could both agree to this one.
I,
Like,
I thought I did pretty decent. I thought I didn't have too much trouble.
I'm very interested where we are. So for Gardania, we have Roserade. Obviously, that's her ace.
Yep.
You got to keep that. Then we have Torterra because she does have a Turtwig or a Grottle, depending. Um, and it makes sense if she's gonna have it, she's not gonna get rid of it, even though we did both sort of like silently agree that we were gonna try to not give gym leaders or the Elite Four starters unless we had to. Um,
Yeah.
just as a bit of a cop out. Um, yeah, just Torterra. Then we have our first switch pick of hers. Well, the only one really. We have Cherim, who is just a dog shit Pokemon and doesn't deserve to exist. So the alternative, which I would suggest that Gardenia take, is Grass Rotom.
Honestly, never thought about that because Rotom's technically not a legendary.
Yep, which is a very odd thing, but he's not a legendary. And I figured that even with that, I was only going to give one out, and I gave it to her because out of all of them, fucking, she needed the coverage.
Yeah.
And Grass Rotom's underrated. I like Grass Rotom. Then we have Leafeon, which I felt really fit because again, Leafeon came into existence with Gen 4. So, it fits. And it's a little cute old fox dog leaf Pokemon thing. Then we have our Mega, which we unfortunately found there's only two grass type Mega evolutions, which is Venusaur and Sceptile. I chose Venusaur because it made more sense for aesthetic than Sceptile did. Um, that's the only reason why, because I was determined to give her a Mega regardless. Um,
Yeah.
and then finally, the final one is Ludicolo, because I can just see Gardania with a Ludicolo. God damn it. Honestly, Ludicolo's kind of underrated. Give that motherfucker teeter dance, give him scald, and dominating. And it's good coverage.
Fair. My team is very different. I don't think no, we do not have a single Pokemon that is similar other than Venusaur. So I guess I'll start with that. I gave her a Venusaur because I only wanted to give her one starter, and I felt like if anything, Venusaur was a bit more iconic. Sure, Torterra's Sinnoh, but then I would have to give her a Torterra and a Venusaur and waste 2 picks on a starter because of like
Fair.
the whole thing. So I just gave her a Mega Venusaur, and then I gave her a Roserade because her Roserade's practically iconic.
Yeah.
And then I was thinking, she's right next to Eterna Forest, obviously. And I was thinking of kind of just the aesthetic of Eterna Forest, and it's kind of very dark. It's very like murky and like cryptic in a way. And you also have the old Chateau, whatever the fuck.
It's the old chateau with the old ghetto.
Gotcha. And you have that there. So you also have a fair amount of ghost Pokemon in the area and stuff like that. So I was thinking, okay, mysterious, more known Pokemon, maybe some bright, vibrant colors of like the light poking through with like your flowers, like Roserade, stuff like that. So my first pick was actually Trevenant because I felt like that would of just the area with which Eterna Forest was.
Huh.
Shiftry, because again, just the idea of like the general area. And then like I was saying with like kind of like the stuff poking through and like the light wise, very mysterious, lots of like vibrant colors. I went with Shiinotic, because it's also completely different typing grass and fairy. You know which one, right? Little mushy boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of looks
then,
like Hazley.
Yeah. And then Venusaur Mega, Roserade, and then keeping up with the flower trend, I was thinking also Blossom. So very, very
yeah. I didn't expect you to go for like an Eterna Forest theme team. Because to be fair, she is right next to it, but like her personality, like especially her gym, is very different to Eterna Forest.
And so I was conflicted, but also at the same time, like her gym literally changes twice because she has the dog shit maze in Diamond and Pearl.
Yeah.
And then actual flower clock. And so I was conflicted. So I was like, okay, I'll have her like have some bright, colorful ones like Shiinotic and like Roserade and Blossom and Venusaur. And then also like because of Eterna Force, like the darker, more broody ones, like Trevenant and Shiftry and shit like that. So I was like, okay, I guess it makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, I'm genuinely surprised you didn't go with a Leafeon. That actually kind of shocked me. I thought Leafeon was an obvious pick.
I completely forgot about Leafeon, I'll be honest with you.
God damn. Fair enough then. Yeah, I didn't expect you to go that route, but hey, fuck. It's definitely an interesting team.
Yeah. You want me to start with Maylene?
Go ahead on this team.
Maylene was probably one of the ones that I had the most trouble with. Specifically because fighting type Pokemon are not that interesting to me. They're not really any. There's not a lot of fighting type Pokemon that are very different. Because they're just a dude with fists. That's it. That's really it. And some Pokemon that deserve a second type, Graplocked, don't get a second type. And so I was kind of trying to go with like the whole like brawly thing that Maylene has going on with her. Like to me, she looks like an MMA fighter, like a kickboxer or some shit. So I was trying to go with Pokemon that looked like they would fit that fighting style, or just in general looked like they would be very, very brawly. Like in stuff like that. So I have a very basic team. I believe there's only 2 Pokemon on it that are dual type. And it's dual and normal. So we'll start with dual and normal. Fuck, it's fighting and normal. So we'll start with that.
Oh, you piece of shit.
I gave her a Lopunny.
Never mind. You what? You gave her a Mega Lopunny?
Yes. I couldn't think of anything.
That's a dead or alive character, not an MMA fighter.
The only thing I can think of is like, okay, the way like Megalopunny fights, she's like a rabbit, very fast, like quick jabs, stuff like that. I was like, maybe that'll work. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it, Megalopunny.
Alright, I'm back, boys. Hi, Marie. Good to see you in the fucking chat.
You caught him on a shit break.
Yeah. Shut up.
Fuck. Beware.
Held out
You
through the
fucker.
whole thing until I came
Again,
back.
Homie can take a fucking hit, and he just looks like he'd bop the shit out of you. So there's that.
Okay, now we're back up. Sorry.
See,
Literally.
that's interesting. I actually picked Beware because I was like, you know what? Beware's kind of like a cute Pokemon, and Maylene looks like she might have a little bit of a soft side. She might like a Beware.
As she's got her toes out, ready to toe knuckle you in the fucking face.
Why are you fixating on that, you fucking weirdo?
Her other 4 picks are all just literally regular monotype fighting types. They're very basic, and that's why I didn't like this team that much, because I couldn't think of anything well. Machamp, Hitmonlee, Sock, and Grapploct.
Very interesting, actually. I did not consider Grapploct because I fucking don't like his design. He pisses me off. There was one that you did match, though. For me, I gave her Mega Lucario because that is her ace, and it was brought in 4th gen, so it makes only the most sense that she would have it. I didn't want to because you have Karina, who also has that Mega Lucario in fucking 6th gen, but
Yeah,
it's a different scenario, so I fucking went ahead with it. Gave her Machamp because Machamp is genuinely just a beast of a fucking fighting type. And then there's her Metacham, which again, I wanted to keep because it does technically fit her, but that was my switch pick. And instead of Metachamp, she could have also taken a Sock. So interesting that we both went with Sock instead of Throw.
I think it's Sock just looks like it matches her style. Throw just looks bulky.
Yeah. I went with Beware as well, but I already gave my reasons for that. And then I did not go with Hitmonlee. I went with Hitmonchan. Because when I look at them, Hitmonchan looks more like, a fighter to me. Hitmonlee looks like a fucking weird Gumby monster with his fucking spring legs.
That's fair.
He also doesn't have a mouth, which bothers me.
Also fair.
And the final one I gave her was a Poliwrath, because Poliwrath looks like he beat the fuck out of you.
Yeah.
So again, another one where we had very minimal fucking same ones.
How many have you guys been through now?
3.
3? How many are there?
A lot.
God damn it.
You'll be fine. You have to talk about Airsoft. We'll let you talk about your D&D game after.
Yeah, you can do that if you want.
What's there to talk about it?
Yeah, you always have something to fucking say, you bitch.
My players went through a mini dungeon. There you go.
Yeah, you fucking talk about what you do with it. Anyways, are we satisfied with Maylene and that disappointing team that we both had to fucking make?
Yeah.
It's just, there's not much interesting stuff you can do with it. And now with Crasher Wake, who's such an interesting character, but goddamn it, his theme is so clear, and there's only so much I could do with it. I like and I hate my fucking team for Crasher Wake.
I love mine.
So starting off with Floatzel, who I didn't want to pick, he does not have a switch pick because the only one that I would consider switching is Floatzel, and that's his ace, and I don't want to get rid of a gym leader's ace. That's just a personal thing. So you have Floatzel, you have Quagsire, because Quagsire fits his theme easily, because his whole thing is he's right next to the swamp. That is what his gym's right next to, and it's one of the few original team members he has, so it makes sense to keep something like that. Then he has a Gyarados, so we're going to keep that, obviously. That's his Mega. He's a Mega Gyarados. Beastly fucking Pokemon. Simple as that. No need to explain it. Then we have a Poliwrath, because one, Poliwrath, again, fits that theme of, swampy-like creatures, but also, it's a Poliwrath. Why does Crasher Wake, the fucking wrestler gym leader, not have a fucking Poliwrath? Come on. Someone explain this to me. It fits so well with them.
Don't question it.
After that, though, we have Seismitoad, who, again, fits that, frog-like, swampy theme, water ground type, which he has 3 of, and his final water ground type is Gastrodon, because, again, 4th gen mod, so that gives it a bit of a plus, and it just fits him. I really like how the design of Gastrodon's head, you could sort of construe as like a wrestling mask. So I feel that fits him, and again, fits that whole water ground sort of theme that he has.
Our teams are so fucking different.
First Pokemon, Raikou.
We we have only one Pokemon that is similar. And so I'll start off with that one because it started off with that, like the first thing I thought for Crasher Wake. Because I was thinking, okay, he's a wrestler. He's gonna have either very brawly seeming Pokemon, or if anything, I tried to go with just a kind of aesthetic, which was his whole mask thing. Like, because it kind of reminded me of luchador masks, so I was trying to go with something similar to that, and Pokemon that were water types that also kind of had some sort of masking on their face, or like something close to it, or like something recognizable that kind of looked like wrestling stuff. So first off, Poliwrath for obvious reasons.
Yep.
And
I'm glad that's the one that we shared.
My next one. My next one is Babarrel. I'm not joking.
You're fucking kidding me.
Because it's widely available throughout Sinnoh, and because his face, it looks like he has kind of like a little mask on. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Babarrel.
The barrel Pokemon. I'm not
next,
gonna lie, real quick, with that name, all I'm because I have no idea what the hell these Pokemon are. I'm not big into Pokemon. The only game I ever played was Platinum. All I'm imagining is literally just a barrel with eyes and a mouth.
It's close. Imagine the barrel has fur and lots of blubber, and it's just a giant, ugly beaver.
All
right. Oh, next one. Crawdaunt.
I was considering giving him a Crawdaunt.
I mainly gave it because a little star insignia thing, and I was like, you know what, that's kind of close to like a little, thingy thing. And then, bearing with this in mind, I also gave him a Sharpedo, and I made that his Mega. Because I was like, you know what, it's different from Gyarados, and it would probably hit fairly hard considering the rest of his team does not hit very hard. The rest of his team is kind of weak, but I thought it was just fucking cool, and I also just like the whole facial design that Sharpedo has.
Yeah.
Then next, I was like, okay, this is gonna sound like some V for Vendetta shit, but I was like, what if the mask was not just a mask, but it was an idea?
Excuse me?
So I went with a Pokemon that masks itself to appear more terrifying, and I chose Wishy-Washy for that.
What?
Because realistically, when you first go against Wishy-Washy, Wishy-Washy's fucking terrifying. Wishy-Washy's school form is like nightmare shit. I love that Pokemon so much. And so I went with that. And then with the whole mask thing, since it's kind of covered by blubber or sea foam or fur or whatever the fuck it is, and just its eyes and like facial wise, I thought it looked similar to Crasher Wake, so I chose Walrein.
Okay. See, I went full on swamp theme, and you're like, the mask. That's Crasher Wake.
That's what the
we don't even know if that's his mask. That could be his skin for all we know, Joe. There's no confirmation.
What is the man behind the mask? We gotta find out who he is.
His mask is more than an idea. That's all you need to know.
Apparently, it's a fucking wishy-washy.
I don't know why, but Crasher Wake has always been my favorite gym leader out of all the Pokemon games. I think it's just because of just like the way he like presents himself, and also just the mask. He's just such a unique looking gym leader.
He also beats the hell out of a fucking Team Galactic Grunt.
Yeah, that is true. Plus, realistically, I feel like he could probably fucking throw down with his Poliwrath and potentially win.
Oh yeah.
So I will give him that much.
I think this is the real moment of truth, is how similar our Fantina teams are.
Is.
And
Fantina. I'm gonna look up this stuff while you guys are talking about it.
You did
Okay.
Rourke. I did Gardania. You did Maylene. I did Crash Break. Okay, so Fantina is your start.
All right. So, starting off, I now I'm not saying all French people are fancy,
What?
but to me, the way Fantina dresses and looks in general in game is like a very like elegant look.
I'm about
And
to be
so
very upset. Our teams might be very similar.
I tried to go with Pokemon that matched that, and also looked like they would kind of fit how she looked and how she presented herself with the contest thing. Like I didn't go with ugly Pokemon. I tried to go with things that were pretty or like like appealing to the eye.
Well, Joe, eye is in the what?
What?
The eye of the beholder, not eye is in the beauty of the beholder. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, Joe. You gotta open your mind up to the possibilities.
That's just what ugly people say to make themselves feel better, Jacob.
That's what I say. Damn it.
Well, point proven.
So for my first pick, I went for Oricorio. I went for the Sensu style because she's a dancer and it's a dancer Pokemon, and with that style, it is a ghost.
Is she a dancer?
Yes, she does the dancey thing and everything like that with the contest hall.
Oh, I don't know that makes her a dancer. I think that means she dances.
She dances, so it fits.
Oh yeah.
But,
yeah, no, so everybody who's in a dance hall is a dancer, huh, Joe? Huh?
Shut up.
Hashtag not all dancers, huh? Hashtag not all dancers.
So, that
What
was the
about the
Pokemon.
janitors, Joe?
that was the Pokemon that last night I made the autocorrect mistake and I started laughing my ass off because I went to go type in Sensu style and my phone autocorrected it to sensual style. And I was just thinking sexy Oricorio, and I thought that was the most disgusting thing ever.
Oh God.
Next, Chandelure. I don't really know what else to say. It's fancy and elegant, and it's also fucking cool.
Makes sense.
I kept her Miss Magius.
Yeah.
And then for her Mega, I gave her Mega Sableye.
Interesting.
Kind of. I feel like Ghost Pokemon kind of. I didn't want to go with Gengar because I felt like Gengar was too like aesthetic breaking and was more really. Yeah, thank you. was too like menacing looking compared to the rest of them, and so I went with Sableye, also giant gem, and it's pretty. And then I went with Poltegeist, and because of the whole dance thing, like I mentioned, and also I couldn't really think of any other Pokemon, and I thought, okay, Ghost Pokemon that are more elegant. I guess an otter pick would probably be a Alolan Marowak.
Okay. Our teams are not very similar.
Oh. Well, I guess that's good.
Was that all of yours?
That is all of my team.
Okay.
I'm about to
So
chop this chicken.
for me, I kept Miss Magius because again that's her ace. And I gave her Mega Gengar. And my personal reasoning for it is one, it's just in terms of, like, for having a Mega, I feel it's just, Mega Gengar's just really fucking good. That's more what I cared about. And also, to be honest, Gengar, in its personality, no, McAfee, I don't care that action is required for my expired subscription. Fuck off.
He's dead anyway.
In his personality, I feel it actually fits a little bit better than it does with design. And, it's fucking Gengar. I really like Gengar. Then we have Drifblim, which I'm fine with keeping, but as an alternative, I did have Chandelure. Because actually, generally for the same reasons you could. Well, one, actually, it's like good type coverage, but also I feel like it fits for her. It's fairly fancy looking. It's it's pretty elegant. It's a well designed Pokemon, in my opinion. Especially it's shiny. And then this is where we started to very much differ. I gave her a Jellicent.
Huh.
Because I feel like a pink Jellicent being sent out by Fantina just makes a lot of sense.
Fair.
It just fits to me. It's a bit more elegant. It's kind of pompous. It is a pain in the ass to kill.
Listen.
I feel like it works really well for her.
It's a pain in
That
the
gave her a
ass to kill,
Frost
kind of
Last.
like the nobles of the land.
Yeah. Then I gave her a Frost Last because it's a Frost Last. It makes sense for her. It's it fits. It's got that elegant theme to it. And then this one's actually going to kind of shock you. I gave her a Gorgeist.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know. It was just like when I was looking through them, I looked at Gorgeist and I looked at Fantina. I was like, you know what? I can see it. I can see her having a Gorgeist.
I was tempted at first with Gorgeist. I really was. Same thing with like Gardenia. I was tempted to give her a Gorgeist, but I was like, nah, that's too much because I just gave her like Trevenant. But like, same thing with Fantina.
Yeah. I was actually considering giving Fantina Trevenant at one point. I was like, nah, Trevenant doesn't fit her. That's a scary ghost.
Yeah, you're too scary.
Yeah. Gorg is just happy.
I'm actually shocked.
Yeah.
I was thinking our teams are going to be very similar.
Yeah. God, now look at our fucking Byron teams be the fucking same.
That'd be funny as fuck.
Speaking of Byron, so for my Byron, I did something very interesting. And I was conflicted about doing this, but fuck it, it was too funny to not do. So Byron's team is obviously Bastiodon. That's his ace. That's his thematic Pokemon. That's his boy. He has to keep Bastiodon. Then initially, I gave my boy a Mega Steelix because Mega Steelix is very underrated. It has a ridiculous defense stat. It's actually genuinely a very cool design Pokemon and somewhat useful. And because I was originally going to give Rourke a Mega Steelix, but Mega Steelix is not a Steel Rock type. It is Steel Ground. So, or well, Steelix is. So I couldn't do that. And that made me very sad. And then we have his Bronzong, and I like Bronzong enough as a Pokemon that I wanted to keep it. But then I thought, you know what? That'll be our flex pick. That'll be our potential substitution for a Mega Metagross with a regular Steelix. Because I was like, you know what? I can see Byron with a Mega fucking Metagross. I just feel like that's like him and how fucking petty he is. Just imagine he's battling work again, with how shitty of a fucking father he is. And he just pulls out Mega Metagross and just fucking demolishes him.
Fuck you, son.
Oh, then I gave him a Megazone or a Megazone. Jesus, I spelled that wrong. I gave him a Magnazone, mainly for the type coverage and because I don't know. I felt like it kind of fit him with sort of the construction of his gym. I feel like a Magnazone would kind of like fit in there, and again for the coverage of it. Then I gave him a Klinklang for again very similar reasons. I feel like it really does fit him. Like there's one point where I was considering giving him an Aggron, but I was like, you know what? He seems more pure metal to me than an Aggron would be. Because if I was giving anyone an Aggron, it would be Rourke. So I didn't give him an Aggron. Instead, I was like, Klinklang. And then my final one. And I feel like you didn't think of this Pokemon. I'll be shocked if you did. Again, for coverage, but also just because it is a cool Pokemon and I feel like it does fit him. I gave him a fucking Skarmory.
Okay.
Now, Joseph, if you start speaking and you have a Bastiodon, Mega Steelix, Bronzong, Mega Magnazone, Klinklang, and Skarmory, I'm gonna be upset.
Remember how you were joking how it'd be funny if all of our this team this time was very similar?
You're joking.
There's only one Pokemon I picked that was different.
You're fucking kidding me.
I went because I was like, okay, his gym is very metal and industrialized.
God damn it.
I gave him industrial-looking Pokemon. I gave him Klinklang, Magnazone, Bronzong, Steelix, Mega Metagross, and Melmetal.
I hate you so much.
Like, Melmetal.
I even joked about you giving him a Melmetal, you piece of shit.
Because I was like, he's not a legendary. And if anything, it kind of fits because he's just made of bolts and, like, magnetic goo and shit.
God damn it.
That's why I was silent, because I was trying not to just bust out fucking laughing.
You know, when I picked Kling Klang, I was like, Joe's never gonna think of fucking Kling Klang.
Out of it.
So did you guys like say, like, we're gonna do this and then sat there and picked it up both without telling each other?
We
Pretty
were
much.
like bantering, but like we didn't say what we picked.
Yeah, we tried to, like, not say as little as possible. The most we really said was just one Pokemon that we had in, like, similarities, like with, like, Rourke's team, and that was it.
Yeah.
Rourke, or what are we gonna do? Wait, shoot, do I need to go get my balaclava out with the fucking ghost on it?
No, this is not. He's not that cool of a Rourke.
He's a boring one.
Are we headed into South America?
No.
I almost said
Oh.
South Africa.
What the fuck?
It was Venezuela, you fuck.
It's South America.
That actually annoys me that they're the fucking same.
What?
God damn it.
It's okay.
Oh,
You know,
right.
Giving him 5 Dialgas.
Just say you're Candace team, you piece of shit. I hate you.
So for Candace, my Candace team's probably the worst. Because I fucking hate ice Pokemon. Let this be a statement. If I could perform a cleansing and just kill every single ice Pokemon, I would.
What's wrong
With,
ice
like,
Pokemon?
Even compared to fairy types. Fairy types at least have some cool, like, variations and stuff like that. You've got, like, Klefki, you got Carbink, you got fucking Blissey, Togekiss. You got some cool stuff there. Ice Pokemon? No, they just fucking suck. It's like the worst type ever. It's weak to almost everything. They're strong, sure, but before you can even hit anything, they're fucking dead. But I was thinking, and I was like, what are some ice Pokemon that I guess I could just throw together and, like, try to make fit Candace? And I was thinking, her gym is very icy. You slide around fucking everywhere. There's snowballs everywhere.
Hey,
So I'm
real quick.
thinking, like, yes.
Joe, did you say?
Yeah.
Candace.
Jacob. What the fuck?
Candace Nut.
Oh, shut up. No.
Feel unsafe.
Okay. So I was thinking, slippery.
Get yourself
ice
in your
Pokemon.
mouth. What?
Oh my god. Comprised of ice, maybe some snow. And so I kept her I kept her obvious ones. A bomb snow, I gave her a mega.
Yeah, we both had that.
Mamoswine, because I really could not think of much else. And it was a little bit different than the other ones. Then I gave her Avalugg.
Interesting. Okay.
I gave her a Beartick.
Ah.
Cryogonal. And then for a Galarian Darmanitan. Because of the snowballs in the gym.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. So on my end, I had Mega Bomb Snow as well, because that's like basically the only option.
Did you say Obama?
And again, that is, that's her ace, so I gotta keep that. And then I gave her Mamoswine and Weavile, basically for the same reasons that they are both 4th gen evolutions, so it just feels fitting to represent them and show them in the spotlight of a gym leader. And they're both just really cool. Then I gave her a Frostlass.
Ice, cool. Ha ha ha.
Because I took inspiration actually from her actual post game team, and Frostlass is pretty cool, and it does fit with where she's actually located. which is like high up into the north of the Sinnoh region and like the slightly higher, very fucking snowy area. Then I gave her a Glaceon, for the same reason I gave Gardania a Leafeon. I feel like if you're gonna have two new evolutions, you might as well represent them. And the final one, the one I'm actually kind of surprised you didn't pick, Joe, I gave her a Vanillux.
I was thinking about it. I was like, you know what? I fucking hate Vanillux, so I'm not going to give her that.
I can see Candace with a Vanillux though.
I can too. To be completely fair, my team is also not that good because like I was trying to think of stuff, but at the same time I just
She was
hate.
just fucking rage masturbating while trying to fucking figure like, God fucking hate ice types so goddamn fucking much.
They're just stupid. There's not a single cool ice type.
You're just fantasizing about fucking Flint fighting Candace.
I'm just fantasizing about going against Candace and just using Flamethrower on every single one of her fucking stupid ass Pokemon.
Well, yeah, bitch, do that to Mamoswine and then find that bitch be neutral and then get fucking destroyed by an icicle crash.
I'd like to see Mamoswine try. I would simply use Steel Wing.
So then we have the real reason we even did this. Faulkner. I will be terrified if our team's the same on this one.
I think they're going to be very different, honestly.
Well, we had a lot of options because electric type is pretty diverse.
Yeah.
So for Faulkner, I gave him Electivire, which I feel only makes sense. Even though he technically doesn't have one, but like Electivire's always seemed like it's makes a bit more sense than Luxray as like his ace, like, fucking, I'm forgetting the word now. It seems like it's his Pokemon, and again, 4th gen evolution.
Yeah.
For his Mega, I gave him Mega Ampharos. Because I feel like he needs a little ray of sunshine in his life, like an Ampharos. And because it's just very interesting. I like Mega Ampharos. I think Mega Ampharos is cool. And, it gives a little bit of diversity type-wise. Then I gave him an Electros, the big old Ely boy, because one, dope fucking Pokemon. I feel like its sort of intimidating aesthetic does fit him in his very serious ways, and even more than that, as a Pokemon, it's a very good electric type, and he feels like he would be smart enough to use an electric type that would have a resistance like that. Like he would actually take that into account.
Yeah.
And then I gave him Magnezone, partially because of his gym, and just because it's Magnezone. It was another 4th gen evolution. And again, it makes sense as a Pokemon for him to have. It's very good. I feel like he would be smart enough to have one of those. I let him keep his Luxray under the condition that it is an electric dark type, like it should have been from the very fucking beginning, and like it is in every ROM hack. There's no reason Luxray should be pure fucking electric. There's not enough physical electric moves for it to make any fucking sense considering he's a physical attacker. Fuck you, Game Freak. God damn it, that pisses me off. And then I gave him Galvantula because, again, I feel like it fits him. I feel like he'd have a Galvantula. It just works.
We had some fairly unique teams this time around. I kind of went with the idea of more of the landscape this time.
Did you give him 5 Pelipper's?
No. And I was like, okay, Sunny Shore City, it's directly by, the water routes leading to the Pokemon League, shit like that. Lots of solar energy. And so I went with Heliolisk because similarities with, the solar energy and the way that Heliolisk gets energy with its frills. Then I went with Lantern.
Fair enough.
Because I was like, okay, Sunny Shore City, the whole route thing, like I said, plus also like we were literally saying, I feel like he should have just had a fucking Lantern. I gave him a Manectric, and that was actually his Mega. Then his other 3, 2 of them were similar to what you had, Electivire and Electros.
Neat.
And then the odd one, given his given the Sinnoh region, and the fact that literally, again, the whole Grand Underground, I tried to give him a fossil Pokemon, so I gave him Dracozolt.
You know, I considered giving him that for a second, and I was like, no, that Pokemon looks fucking stupid.
It does look stupid. That's another reason I thought it'd be fucking funny just for him to have that shit.
What is a fossil? Just do Cubone.
Cubone's not a fossil, you silly Willy.
He wears one.
He's wearing his dead mother.
That's not a fossil, it's fresh.
That's a fossil. She was that old.
He's wearing his dead mother's skull.
Yeah, potato.
If you think about it, that's kind of terrifying because he evolves and then that skull just morphs around his face and melts to him.
Yeah.
I mean, no one ever said that it was a nice world that you lived in.
Fair. I mean, Driftblim kidnaps children and carries them away. Never see him again.
I mean, shoot, it's like the process of evolving would be sucking in nutrients and just everything around you and acting like a goddamn nuclear reactor for a few seconds.
Yeah?
Yeah,
that's literally not how it works, though.
That's how
But
it would.
It could
No.
work.
No, we saw it in the anime. It doesn't work like that.
I saw you in the anime.
But anyway, no, those are the Volkner teams. I like how you didn't give him his Luxray.
What? I am confused by what you said, Marie.
Fuck the Luxray.
With or without context, if you're reading chat. I'm reading it. I am
Stinky?
seeing-
Uh-oh.
No.
What?
Shut up.
Elite Four.
Yes.
I am on the edge of my seat for what you had for Aaron.
So with this one, I also want to say we kind of ditched the whole, going with based off, what we feel they
Yes,
would have.
Marie.
We just want
One
cool
second.
teams.
Yes, Marie, I'm very quiet because I am sitting back in my chair waiting for these guys. Just
We're almost promise. So we went with cool, or of just cool teams. So
Mom, can we go home?
I started off
We've
with
been at
Escavalier.
the Old Navy for 4 hours now, Mom.
Be quiet back there, son. So I started with Escavalier because fucking Escavalier, one of my favorite Pokemon. I hate the way you have to get it. It's unique, sure, but it's fucking annoying. I gave him a Scizor, specifically a Mega Scizor. Then I gave him a Shedinja because I thought that would just be a bitch to deal with.
All right, real quick. I need to squash this real quick. Marie, no, I am not bad at reading chat. All right. When it's been 2 messages in almost 2 hours.
Ooh, activity.
This bitch DM'd me on Discord just to say I'm bad at reading chat.
Killer.
Putting you on blast, bitch.
But then I gave him a Galissopod because Galissopod is also one of my favorite bug type Pokemon. Then I was he's obviously Aaron would be that bitch, and so I gave him a Fortress.
Okay.
And his final pick, I felt very wrong not giving him a Cricketune.
What?
I was debating just for shits and giggles, saying his entire team was just Cricketots and Cricketune. Just funny.
Fair enough.
Oh shit.
Surprisingly different.
Yeah. No.
So
Yeah.
for his team,
Mhm.
I let him obviously keep his hair across. That's his ace. That's his signature
Thank you,
Pokemon.
Marie.
And I made that his Mega, because Mega Heracross is a beast. Its design's kind of ass, but it's fucking really strong. And with that, I sort of went pretty deep in on the, yeah, he's just gonna try and fucking rush you down as quickly as possible. So I gave him a Scizor, not Mega. Gave him a Drapion because Drapion's fucking cool. I gave him a Crustle
Drapion? Drake?
because Crustle again is cool, underrepresented, and he needed at least one tank. Gave him a Ninjask, which that was very interesting when you gave him Shed Ninja. I gave him a fucking Ninjask. And for the final one, since his entire team is a physical attacker, I was like, fuck it, let me switch it up. I gave him a Volcarona to give him one special attacker.
Marie, if you lost your voice, you better find it. Sorry, I'm responding to chat, guys.
This guy with his joke. What do you have for
So Bertha, I let her keep her Hippowdon. Because Hippowdon, again, signature Pokemon, that's your ace, makes the most sense to keep. And I'm very curious to see what you think of the team I gave her. I gave her a Whiscash for coverage. I gave her a Flygon because I feel like it really does fit that desert theme that she does more have. And because Flygon's fucking cool. And it would shock the fuck out of people fucking going up. It's just like, oh, Flygon. Oh, God. I gave her a Nidoqueen because one of her interesting traits is that all of her Pokemon are female. And I was like, fuck it. She needs to have a Nidoqueen. That's just such a good Pokemon to have. And it's so fucking cool. And obviously can't give her Nidoking because, it has to be female. For her Mega, I gave her a Mega Camerupt. And I gave her Camerupt mainly because Camerupt is actually somewhat of a motherly Pokemon because if you haven't met Camerupt on your team, your eggs hatch faster because of its I believe it's called Warm Body is its ability.
Yes.
Silly Griffin,
because,
that's not an ability, that's a movie.
It's not a very good movie.
That was an okay movie.
And because, Camel, Desert. And then for the final one, because she's old as fuck, I gave her a Golurk.
Camel, like camel.
We have two similar Pokemon. Golurk and Flygon.
You piece of shit.
And then
those are my interesting ones.
I think I gave her the most busted fucking Pokemon team. I gave her a Crocodile.
Jesus.
A Rhyperior I let her keep. Glysaur. And then I gave her a Mega Garchomp.
What the fuck?
So I'm not sure if you noticed, Griffin, but I also challenged myself to not repeat a single Pokemon. So all of these Pokemon have just been unique. They've never been in any other of the other trainers' rosters. And I made it 10 times harder on myself because of that. But yeah.
The more a Mega Garchomp before just giving her a Mega Tyrant. Oh wait, no, that's right. Tyranitar's rock and dark, not ground. Fuck.
Yeah.
Still, Jesus.
Her team is fucking busted.
I feel like I do like the idea though that like the people who are in charge of assigning types and shit and coming up with that shit were like, hey, this Pokemon does a lot of stuff with rocks. We'll put it under. Well, rocks are part of the ground. Put it with the ground. No. It's gotta be different now. Make a rock type.
That's the weird thing is sometimes there's like a very weird line in between rock and ground. And they don't really like define where exactly it is, all things considered.
Well, rocks are rocks and the ground is the ground.
Yeah, I know that.
This one here, this one is ground and rock type. So it's just a ground type.
But like, it's one of those weird things where like, it's funny because the best thing I can describe it wise is it's like Bionicle, where you have your Toa of Earth and you have your Toa of Stone. They're just so fucking similar that it makes no sense in some points. Sure, there's some Pokemon that like you could never see as a rock type if they're ground, but almost all rock type Pokemon you could see as ground. It's just weird. It's a weird for me at least.
Okay, well anyways, get back to what you were doing. I'm sorry.
Flint.
It was just something I had to came into my mind.
Curious to see your Flint team.
This one might be a little bit busted too. I gave him a mag mortar.
Oh, what?
Volcarona, Talonflame, Mega
Alright, Murray.
Houndoom.
That's kind of what this whole thing is kind of built around. You don't have to watch us like dedicatedly.
Very unique pick. I gave him Turdinator.
Turdinator?
Turdinator. It is a fire type alligator snapping turtle that has a weird nose that it shoots stuff out of.
See, I was about to say, we're about to get Mr. Hanky the Christmas Pooh wreathed in flames over here.
It's the Shitinator, yes.
Our teams are slightly similar.
No.
So I had him keep Infernape because, again, it's a signature Pokemon. I'm not going to take that away from him. Magmortar also is just, that classic Magmortar versus Electivire. I can't have him not have Magmortar. Even though I really don't like Magmortar's design overall, I think it is genuinely weaker than Magmar, but, it is what it is. Mecha Houndoom, because I was not going to give him another fucking starter. It was literally the only option. And this is where we differ. I gave him a Darmanitan. I feel like he could rock with the Darmanitan, and Darmanitan's fucking strong.
He is, honestly.
I gave him an Arcanine because, again, if it's his very, if it's his tough boy thing, and again, Arcanine's surprisingly not used that much past fucking first gen, and I don't know. I with a lot of these, I really just says like, can I see this person with this Pokemon? And I can see Flint with an Arcanine. And the Fido one, I was very shocked when you said Turtonator because I gave him a Torkoal.
Oh.
Because he needed one tank, and I was like, you know what? Torkoal's the turtle for the job.
Doesn't he have a Torkoal?
I don't think so.
Someone has a Torkoal. I think I'm thinking
he barely even has a fucking Infernape, Joe.
I know. It's sad when literally almost all of his team is like Pokemon that are like not from Sinnoh because of just the lack of Sinnoh Pokemon that are fire type.
Yeah. Notice I didn't let him keep his fucking Rapidash.
Yeah, no. Very interesting. You want to go on to the final picks now?
Lucian. So, Lucian's Ace is a Bronzong. Mm-hmm. So I have to keep that. And I like Bronzong as Pokemon, so I'm not going to deny with that. Then I gave him a Mega Alakazam, because that made the most sense for him, given, what he had to work with. And again, Mega Alakazam. It's a strong fucking Pokemon. It's the Elite Four. It should be strong. Then I gave him a Slowking, because just the idea of Lucian having to deal with a fucking Slowking is amazing to me. And Slowking is surprisingly underrepresented.
Yes.
Give him a Gallade, because I didn't want to give him a Gardevoir, because that just, feels too obvious. These last two, I think, are going to shock you. They're either going to shock you, or you're going to be like, fuck, you chose them as well. And they're for the same reason. I gave him a Reuniqueless and a Malamar.
Okay.
Because for these ones, it was really just all the same thing of like, can I look at this Pokemon, look at this person, and be like, yeah, I can see him having that on his team. Like, it just feels like it fits. And they felt like they fit, especially Malamar.
We had almost 19.
Really?
With a couple... the exact team in a weird way, because we had something swapped around, and some of the Pokemon that you picked had a variant that was in a different edition that was like their counterpart. So I gave him Malamar.
Piece of shit.
Galarian Slowking.
You fucking idiot. I hate you.
Hatrine. Gothitelle instead of Reuniqueless. Then I gave him Alakazam.
Oh, yeah.
a lot of these guys are special attackers. I think he should have a physical attacker, and I think it should be Mega. So I gave him Mega Glade.
You dickhead, I hate you.
So that and the steel types were probably the fucking closest. The steel types were by far the closest. I would have laughed my ass off if you also thought of Melmetal, because the way you were saying it, and you're like, oh, you know, I'd be surprised if you thought of this. I was like, please don't fucking say Melmetal.
I'm still fucking gobsmacked, flat-footed, hoodwinked even. That we had the same fucking Byron team. Shit pisses me off, actually.
Great minds think alike. But that will conclude our Pokemon picks, Jacob.
We're leaving the old Navy. We're leaving. We're going home.
We're going home, son.
That was fun. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed being mad at you for being similar to me, you bastard.
I enjoyed talking about cleansing an entire Pokemon species.
I will say though, I feel like ours are better. I would much rather see all those gym leaders with our Pokemon. I'm just gonna say it.
Yeah.
You know what?
Because
Their version of those teams is better.
You know what I'm gonna say? I don't care that you broke your elbow.
I do not care.
You know what? I'm gonna say it. I don't care that you broke your pinky. Let me sit back up. Now that you know you're done and I am no longer taking a nap.
All right, go ahead and talk about your campaign for an hour.
There's nothing to talk about. Literally, they went. He was literally.
Hey, Jacob, you always fucking ambush us at the most random of time talking about, yeah, so with my Sunday campaign, and you go on for an hour. How do you not have something now?
Because it didn't do much last session.
You anger me.
Alright, last session was they went. Okay, here. I'll give a breakdown. They went to an ancient ruin where none of them knew how to read anything, which was hilarious at the. Okay, I'll say it was hilarious at the beginning because what I gave them was the first room was just a room. There was a statue of a weird bug creature in the front in it with two buttons on it. One was red, one was blue, and there was writing under both. And there was a spiral above the door, the innermost door, that counted down on the outer edge from 20 down to 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
And essentially the whole thing is that all that whole room is just it was just a system for them because the whole thing with it, and they learned this is that the ruin they were in is an ancient prison, and that system was there that it gave the people on the inside, the guards and all that, a warning that hey, people are coming in, or hey, people are leaving, and it takes 20 seconds for the doors to open. That way, if it's like hey, people aren't supposed to be leaving, they can respond, or if they're like hey, people aren't supposed to be coming in, they have enough time to respond. Like that's the kind of theory behind that in that entryway. But the thing is that they don't know Celestial, which is the language they needed to be able to read that one button says enter, one button says exit. That's all they say. So I was giving them so I was like, okay, I will give you a chance. I had them all make me a history check, right? And one of them had like a 19. It's like okay, so you kinda can. And I was like, plus he knows Infernal, which is kind of like I'll say is like in this world is a bit of an offshoot of it's all kind of related in a way. So I'm like, all right, you can kind of think it means I was like, you think one of them means enter or start or begin, something like that, and the other one might mean terminate or leave, one of the two. I wasn't giving them anything definite to go off of, but eventually one of them pushes the blue button, the enter button, and I don't say anything. I just start going 20, 19, 18, 17.
It's fucking evil.
And to hear all of them just go, hit the button again, hit the button again, hit the button again. And they hit it, and it is 20. And there was a really funny moment though where one of them just starts hitting the button rapidly over and over again. I'm just 20, 20, 20, 20. Meanwhile, in the freaking admin security office desk, there's just a button going beep beep beep. But they eventually just wait it out and they get through it. They're like, "You're evil. We hate you." But essentially, they were given like the kind of the go ahead to go in here from what they are calling the Spider Mama, aka a Drider Druid. Because I was like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna make it an MVC." Um, and essentially, she was just like, "Hey, here's the shit you need to get in. Go to this place and bring back whatever you find." I'll be honest. If anybody from the campaign is watching this, this is honest. I was tired that day, and I had that as filler content. And that's all that really was. Though I've used it for other story stuff that they will be learning about next session, which I still have to schedule and set up. Because now Sunday's free again for me, and it wasn't beforehand. Anyways, so they go in and they come into kind of like a circular hallway that just goes around in a circle and has four ways. The door they came in, a door to the right that they couldn't read the sign on again, but has essentially a slot for this large medallion they had. Another door that has another slot for a large medallion, and then a hallway that goes off. They were like, all right, well let's go through the doorway, because they read both of them, and one of them kind of said like security or armory or whatever. They couldn't quite or like constructs. I forget exactly what I told them that it said, but they couldn't quite understand it. So they were like, well, we don't have anything definite to go off of. So they go to the next door, and they pretty much they gathered that they made a high enough check to know that it was like the administration wing for this place. So they open the door to the administration wing, and they just open it up, and there's about 20 cultists and about 3 of these giant flesh monstrosities that they had been encountering throughout this area. And they're just immediately just like, nope, 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 nope. Immediately close the door. And they're like, okay, let's try our luck with the other one. And they open the other one, and I describe how this is enormous, almost this enormous. I think it was like I think they made it like 16-foot tall construct slowly awakens and looks at them with burning red eyes, and they're just shitting a brick the entire time, going, "Oh fuck, we're gonna have to fight this and the cultists. We just need to get out of here. Oh my god." And then I was like, "No." I was like, and essentially it was like it looks down at you, and you guys, from what you can tell, like essentially they gathered from the broken understanding of what it was saying, that, oh, it's not going to kill us. And then it immediately locked eyes with the cultists who are now spilling out of the administration wing and just went on a rampage because of lore reasons that they don't quite know yet. Essentially, while that happened, they broke into one of the security rooms to get into the next level. And this is where they kind of put two and two together on the second level, because literally in the second level, they don't have individual jail cells in this place. This place was literally just a place where this ancient society took people, threw them in pits to forget them. Like, literally enough for one of the bug people, or they would just pile up these humans, because the bug people are bigger than the humans. And they go through there, and they eventually find just a random locket. Because a random locket, and they go into the next room, and then they find just a lone cultist with their back turned to them, and they immediately the warlock goes, "I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast at him," because essentially the warlocks are just in general just. So, anyways, I started blasting, which
That's classist.
which the spell immediately hits him and dissipates over a small, what almost looks like shield around him, and they go, "Oh shit!" To which they engage in this mini boss battle, in which two of them almost died. Essentially, the guy had AOE melee attacks, that had saves for it, so he could hit most of the party at any given time. And it wasn't a lot of damage, but it was enough damage that it was just over time, the AoE damage just wore on them. And it was one of the things of, even if the melee hit, because it was a cone ability, it was a cone attack, they would still get hit by the AoE, and it slowly chipped away at their health, kind of thing. Which was one of those things of, it's like, I ended up doing that because one of the big problems I've had with the online campaign is the fighter, who has a 19 AC to begin with, and gets a +2 usually from the cleric, so it's a 21 AC that I have to deal with. So I was like, well, if I give them AoEs they can't, that they'll have a chance to dodge, but they're still going to do some damage. That'll very much make this boss a threat, and it did. Like, they were like, oh shit. But they killed him, took his mask that he had that was giving him powers. But it almost turned into a cursed Sith amulet situation again. Where, like, one of them was like, I want to put it on, and I was like, well, as soon as you touch it, you feel like you just really want to put this on, like something else is pulling on you. And he goes, nope, putting it in my bag. And the warlock goes, I want to put it on. But they got that left, and we were gonna go further, but I was really tired that day, so they essentially left the giant construct to just kind of do his own thing. And then left the place, and were on their way. I can't remember if they decided to go back to Parst, or they were going to head up to the fraternity, what they're calling the medieval fraternity, aka the Crom's chosen enclave, and that was where we left off last.
When are you gonna?
What?
When are you gonna TPK them? Just flat out kill them.
that very much could happen eventually.
That'll be when they have the boss fight with Space Genghis and his pilot.
Who's the pilot?
Agon. Agon Afrikaans Schlong.
Yeah, say it with some heart. Say it with your chest.
To be fair though, with how much fucking damage we deal and your inability to fucking miss off your fucking attacks, they would lose.
Yeah, they would. Plus, they're still only level 3. They're not high yet.
It'd be a fucking challenge.
Yeah, they're gonna they're gonna level up soon. Won't tell them when, but they'll be level 4 here soon enough.
See, are you doing milestone?
Milestone. I just prefer that.
No, see, that's why I have to do experience. It's the exact same thing as milestone, except they actually know how close they are.
Yeah.
There's literally no difference between experience and milestone, because there's not going to be a fucking D&D campaign where your DM just says, yeah, you can go out into the forest and just kill random monsters to grind levels.
Well,
like, no, it doesn't work like that.
It's not even that. I just don't want to do the math for experience.
That's the thing. You don't do the math. You just give them base fucking numbers and they think you do the math. Fucking most of the time, I'm just like, oh, yep, no, you all did this big old fight. You get 1,020 XP. And it's like, oh yeah, cool.
It is really funny though, because between level 2 and 3, they were just constant and like, do we level up? Do we level up? Do we level up? I'm like, no. I will let you know when you level up.
And to be fair, the earliest levels, like once you get 2-3, is basically like the easiest fucking point. 3 to 4 just feels like a fucking slog. But some people never even get to level 1.
Mm-hmm. Seamus will never be level 5.
I know those fucking pseudo-dragons never gonna hit fucking level 2.
Nope.
Everyone's gonna die so fast.
Well, I have good news, and that is that they are set on a patron. And
finally,
so
holy shit! Sorry.
This means that we can start something soon.
Can't start this weekend.
Yeah, I know.
Because I work Saturday.
That is okay. We will think about this and we will get this planned properly.
We will.
I will have this session 1, damn it. Everything is against me right now, but I don't care.
Nah, Keontae's been helping you.
Yeah, Keontae helped me a little large amount because
Oh, what, did he fucking delete half his backstory?
no, I mean because he gave me so much, and you know I just love having so much.
My
I mean,
backstory is just nice and simple. Nice,
yeah,
simple
you
plot
really
motivation.
fucking hate any dragon that's colored.
That's not
And-
entirely true. I am going to tone it back from being just anything that's draconic and chromatic just to dragons themselves, with a slight distaste for draconic, chromatic draconic things.
Oh, so you're still gonna hate fucking Ghidorah? Okay.
I'm not gonna hate him. I'm just gonna be annoying and antagonistic towards him.
That's not very nice.
We're all gonna get along so well.
And not outwardly, more so like if I'm ever in a drunken stupor.
Lord. This is going to be such a fun campaign to manage, especially with all 4 of you guys being very religious and the campaign having some, story rooted in religion. It's going to be...
Hey, listen, Durgam's tolerant.
At least one of them is.
So is Seamus. Seamus is highly tolerant, as long as you're not a filthy chromatic dragon.
See, that's not how that works.
That's exactly how that works.
And listen, Seamus, if you have to learn that on the wrong end of a warhammer wielded by a very angry orc, then so be it.
If anything, I'm worried that Keontae is going to be the person to be like, I'm a paladin. If you don't like my god, I'm going to just fucking kill you.
Oh, he will.
He will. This is the ultimate culmination of your gods are false.
It really is, honestly. I'm a little
It's
afraid.
a long time coming.
This is going to be terrible.
Has he decided whether or not... Ow! Oh shit! My hair just got caught in something.
Maybe if you cut it.
Maybe if you come over here and cut it for me, big boy.
Huh?
Huh?
Apple Jacks.
Good ass cereal right there.
Yeah, like on my MC.
Yes, the cinnamon.
Whatever happened to them? Because they just took them off the fucking box.
I think someone complained.
Why?
Probably
What are the apples?
Probably some Karen was like, "This is culturally insensitive," and all the Jamaicans were like, "Nah, man, nah, it isn't," and they canceled it anyways.
We have a rad fucking Jamaican cinnamon stick that always wins. Like, fuck yeah.
I'm just...
Welcome to Apple Jacks. Would you like the apples or the jacks? The apples. Wrong, jacks! Welcome to Applebee's. Do you want the apples or the bees?
Bees, please.
Wrong, apples.
No.
This is a bucket.
I like the chicken sizzler.
Yes, this is a bucket. No, there's more. Dear God. It is such a tragedy that man died.
Which man?
The voice actor for Soldier
Soldier.
from TF2.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't play Valve games.
Yeah, because you're
You're turning to monkey? What?
No, somehow one of my inner thigh hairs got caught on my shorts.
What?
Jacob, are you self-destructing in front of us? Is this tonight? Are you tonight's big loser?
And as tonight's big loser, you're going to separate on an atomic level.
We have put you in the Hadron Super Collider.
There was a man who actually had one of those particles thrown through his head.
Mm.
Yeah, and you can see on like, the MRIs the path it took.
Brave soul. Brave soul.
Oh. Oh, okay. Wiener.
What? Okay.
I finally read that properly, but wiener. I'm sorry, my eyes are still messed up because again, back on doctors real quick. Again, with eye doctors, right? Besides just blasting your eyes with air and being like, "Oh my gosh, you can't see anything" because you're trying to see through the tears in your eyes. When they pull out Griffin, you understand. When they pull out them fucking dilating eye drops. Yeah, they dropped those in my eyes.
I hate those so goddamn. Yo, I've actually been really lucky. I keep getting like the cool fucking nurses that are like, "Hey, you know, I'm just gonna give you one set. You don't need both of them." And I'm like, "Oh, that's awesome. Thank you."
Yeah,
and it still burns like a bitch, and I hate this, and I can't see, and I'm gonna crash on my way home. But thanks for not fucking me up too much.
It didn't burn like a bitch, but it was like they put it in me, and they're like, "All right, you're just gonna sit here," and then immediately the doc comes in and gets that little thing that he has the little dials for to move around, and sits there and shines the light in your eye.
Yeah, so that's the little pressure thing. Now he's not supposed to do that. He's supposed to wait.
Mm-hmm.
I think you need to file a class action lawsuit against wherever the fuck you're getting your eyes checked at because they're not doing it right, Jacob. Where do you go to?
It's a Suffolk place. It's a place literally in downtown Suffolk, but literally like it was like they put it in my eyes.
The goddamn name, you piece of shit. That's why I'm asking because it might be the same place I go to.
It's just like Suffolk Eye Care and Surgeons or something like that.
You go somewhere else.
Is yours off of a main street?
Never heard of it. No, like I have not had to do the fucking balloon or the air thing since like the first time I went to the place I fucking go to.
I've had to do it every single time.
You need to literally talk to them about that because they're not supposed to be doing that.
I've done it every single time, and I used to have to do the whole like I used to do like almost every time I went was the one where you put your eyes in and you look in the top one and you look in the bottom one and do all that shit. But with the like with the dilators, they put the one drop in both of my eyes, and then she's like, "All right, we're just gonna let sit you here for a while." And while I was sitting there, that's when I found, you know, just I think it was either that once when no, it was I'd found it while I was looking at my phone out in the thing, but I was like, oh, here's this movie, and I looked up and hey, there's a showing near me. But as I was sitting there doing that, after like I'm gonna say a good 5 minutes, he walks in and is like, all right, here we go. Turns off the lights, immediately sits down in front of me.
They keep you in the room? What the fuck? They don't take you out to a waiting area?
Nope, they kept me in the same exam room.
What fucking bootleg ass operation are you at?
To be fair, I don't think also you're ready for this shit. Ready for this shit, Griffin? I don't think and I have been going there my whole life. So in the 20 years that I have been at there, I don't think I've had the same eye doctor twice.
Jacob, I would check with your health provider, your healthcare provider, if you can switch.
I've been in a different one each time. I don't have a primary care provider.
No, not like your health insurance or your fucking vision insurance.
Oh, you know, I could go anywhere with my health insurance right now.
Fuck, go somewhere else then.
No, they do good work.
I don't think that's true, Jacob.
But the thing is, like, I went like for some reason my left eye dilated to hell and back, and my right eye didn't. So like I would try to look at my phone, and my left eye it would just become a white block in my vision. It was horrendous today.
That's fucking awful.
They sound like professionals.
Is it better on one or two?
No, you know what the most fucked up thing about that is plus especially now because they fucking still are real fucking nitpicky about masks and shit. So when I fucking go up there, god damn it, and I start looking between 1 and 2, it immediately fogs up.
That happened at one point today, but I just kept my blow. Yeah, I kept my blow going. I kept my breath low and slow, and it stopped that. But literally, like, today was probably also the most extensive I've ever seen of them doing that, right? Because the lady who was doing it went 1 or 2, 1 or 2. I'd be like 1, all right, 3 or 4, all right, 5 or 6, all right, 7 or 8, all right, 9 or 10. I'm like, and then she got back to 9 or 10 on one eye, and then was all of a sudden, all right, 1 or 2. I was like, we're back to 1 and 2 again.
See, that's what you know. Your eyes are fucked up.
Apparently, they're apparently, even though I haven't had a new prescription in 4 years, they're pretty much the same.
See, that's the real scam with eye doctors, is that you do eventually just hit a point in your growth where like your eyes don't change for a while.
Yeah. Which is why it's been 4 years and I haven't gotten another one. Though apparently my glasses were the cheapest. Literally, I didn't even go to my glasses really for style. I was like, okay, that doesn't look horrendous, and that'll fit inside of my airsoft goggles.
Yeah, that's why I chose my Skechers.
And okay,
Joseph, is that your father?
But yeah, no, it's gonna be fine. I'm actually kind of excited to go to the hospital to the movies tomorrow. Get some food while I'm out, you know.
Excited to go to the hospital. Jesus Christ, what movie are you going to see?
Okay.
It was just some random ass Japanese movie that they're doing like a special event screening of.
Jacob, are you going to see an anime movie?
Yes, I am.
God fucking damn it, Jacob.
Oh my gosh, you seen the My Hero Academia movie?
No, I'm not gonna go see the My Hero Academia movie.
Why was there more saliva in your fucking mouth when saying that than there is water left in my fucking water bottle?
Okay, make it happen like that for a weekend.
But it's a movie called Belle. All right. Oh shit, my head's dying. Let me plug this in. But no, essentially it's kind of a like, okay, so you know how there's the whole. One second, let me take this off. Nope, that's the wrong way. Plugged in. But okay, you know, like in there's the whole nerve gear thing. You know, full dive technology. Right.
Maybe.
You know what I'm talking about, though.
Yeah.
Essentially, that technological concept, but apply it to social media. So yeah, it's essentially the metaverse, the anime.
That's dumb.
But it's not. That's kind of like, it's not really focused on that. That's more of just what they're using as a setting to kind of convey the story, which I don't quite know what it's going to be about, but it's more of, hey, this looked interesting and looked visually interesting, and I kind of want to go see it. So yeah.
But why do that to yourself?
Because I figured it was going to be better than anything Hollywood's been putting out lately, so hey.
I mean, okay, maybe, but no. Because you have to consider, okay, maybe like quality wise, it'll be more of an enjoyable watch, but think about what it says about you. Just think about that for a while.
What do you mean?
Just think about it.
Think about what?
Just think about it.
It doesn't, other than me being impulsive, that's about it.
Jacob, it's not your fault.
You're not doing this to me, Griffin. Not
it's
again.
It's not your fault.
I'm gonna go watch an anime movie and you can't stop me.
You're right, Jacob. I can't. It's not your fault.
And I'm gonna read fan fictions and you can't stop me, Griffin.
I don't plan on it.
I'm gonna ship anime characters who aren't meant to be shipped. Can't stop me.
Also, hold on. Before we continue the bit, this is disgusting. Fucking, I don't know what it was said, but Joe, you'll get a kick out of that. It's not your fault.
Oh no.
Oh, there it is.
What I found funny.
Hey!
So Griffin, while you guys are doing that whole thing with the Pokemon, I watched the rest of that video of Steven Adams' hardest screens. What?
Oh yeah, no, it's fucking rough.
I don't know how I feel. Why
I
does
don't-
it say?
I don't
This is
like
such
that,
a weird
Griffin. I don't like that, Griffin.
Libra, dragon, Halloween.
Dragon! I forgot about that!
Marie, because I know you're in here, and I told Marie about this girl.
Hold
It's
on.
who I told you about, Marie.
Joseph, can you tell me why there's so much cleavage in that one picture?
Which one?
The second picture?
It's barely on the screen, Griffin. You naughty man.
Griffin has his priorities straight.
Well, no, it's because I was scrolling down, and as I scrolled down, I kept my fucking like eyes fucking fixed, and then I saw that little fucking divot, and I was like, "Wait, what the fuck is? Oh no!"
I'm not gonna lie, when it comes to her, I'd take cleavage over her camel toe.
Oh dear. Well, you know what, Jacob? She's still a work in progress.
I gotta go back to that Halloween post from a while ago. Which one was it? You know which one I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. Read
Gar-
it.
Friday has begun. 3 days of spooktastic, fearsome fashion choices leading up to the night of Hallow Scream, where this girl's gonna bite back at the frights. Devil emoji, ghost emoji, pumpkin emoji, owl emoji, bat emoji, spider web, cactus, mouse.
I honestly don't remember what day specifically it was. I can't remember if it was that first or that second day that that Marie and I were just vibing together. But I
God,
told her
stop fucking saying that. I'm begging you.
we're vibing, damn it.
Fucking hate
But I
you.
just gave her the whole down low on that individual we are talking about between the three of us right now, and she just goes, oh, the whole time.
Have you still not fucking responded to
Never
her
did.
message pouring her heart out to you?
It's not
Never
too-
did.
It's not too late.
Yes,
She'll
it is.
forgive you.
Oh, here's a good one. She posted something. April 26, 2017 is like, if you're not a chicken, post this on your page and see what people rate you. And it's like a bunch of different things. There's 7 comments. Let's read them.
Oh no. You know they're all gonna be nice ones.
Well, let's see. Someone put 5 and 17. 5 is I miss you. 17 is I'd hit you with a bus.
So what she's saying is that they missed when they tried to hit her with a bus.
Which is surprising and kind of impressive.
Surprising that you'd miss. Not that you'd say it.
And someone said, "Oh, my love, Billy," and she said it's not meant to be nice or something like. And then she said, "Well, I'd rate you an 11, 12, and 17. So a jerk, a bitch, and then I'd hit you with a bus."
Oh my god.
Then Super FNAF Logan. Oh my god, he's in this. He
What a
said
crossover event.
he said 5, 6, 7, 18, 23. So 5, I miss you. 6, I'd kiss you. What was the other ones? 7, 18, 23. 7, beautiful. 18, I love you. 23, never want to lose you. Holy fuck.
She's got
Mine was
some
down bad.
simps. God damn.
I'm sorry, but I could never look at her and be like, yeah, I never want to lose this woman. I just
I spent my entire high school career trying to lose this woman.
yeah. I don't know how I feel.
You remember when I dropped a shot put on her foot, Joe?
You should have
Yeah.
dropped it on our fucking head.
You remember when Downing literally made it against the rules of track practice for us to be at the same spot together?
Which, you know, smart.
Smart man, that Downing.
Yeah.
I mean, are you sure? Because remember his Twitter page.
We don't
That
talk
just means
about
he doesn't care.
we don't talk about his Twitter page, Joe.
You know what, Joe? Can you go find his Twitter page real quick?
I can actually, because I was looking at it recently. I was showing Amira at work.
Oh, that.
Wait. You go to work with someone named Amira?
Yes, Keontae's.
That's why I keep getting fucking recommended I follow someone named Amira.
Yeah.
I was like, it keeps popping up at the top of my, of like, here's your recommend stuff to follow you. And I'm like, haha, FBI, you're not getting me to follow an underage girl.
Jacob, do you not think before you speak live on stream?
All right.
God damn it.
Roland Downing. There we go.
Wait, why way to dox him like that? Damn.
Proud pop of a 66 Mustang. Astronomy, trivia, music. Yellow Jacket since birth. Braves fans, 66. Retired U.S. Navy and retired teacher. I am the Snark King.
Isn't the Snark a fucking creature from that one M. Night Shyamalan movie?
What?
You know the one.
No, I don't.
The one with fucking Paul Giamatti.
That's not. That's a mermaid.
Well, yeah, she's a mermaid, but there's like a snarf or a snark or something like that.
Snarf is from fucking He-Man. Snark is, sarcasm.
Oh. Anyways.
Let's see. I'm on it right now, and I can say confidently that he's not as thirsty as he used to be.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I never wanted that man to be described as thirsty in my life.
Like, he's still very gross with some of the things. Like, for example, someone said validate me, and he just goes, "You're beautiful." And
What?
stuff like,
Why do I imagine that in the fucking Slayer voice?
"You're beautiful."
Ooh.
Let's see. Then this woman, there's this woman that he's obsessed with on Twitter called Melanie Korich. She's got 35K followers.
She's like a foot model.
She always does stuff. No, she's like a teacher and everything like that. But she posts pictures of herself talking and everything like that with her kids. And so, like, she said something about, like, I've been, like, put down in my life, but I keep going, yada, yada, yada. And Mr. Downing's like, hard to believe you've ever been put down. Their loss. Stuff like that. Or, like, the tree is
Downing,
beautiful.
no.
I'd put you down in a nice way.
In a nice,
and
soft, gentle way. Is that what we're saying?
He's not doing the gross stuff anymore, but he's still hitting on multiple women.
I'd treat you like a real Navyman.
Just sends
Let me go down
shivers
some
down
growth.
my spine. Just yucky feelings in my tum-tum.
I just want to see. I want to see him say, "I love your toes" or some shit like that.
Just go back to before we graduated.
Was that
Yes.
from before we graduated?
Yes, it was before. No. It was after we graduated. Actually, it was the same year that we graduated. It was right after.
It was right after it was when he really didn't give a shit because he just retired.
Yeah.
Yes. He
That
tweeted
man
at the
was
also.
gone.
I would all day.
He would what?
What?
I would hug you all day.
Stranger danger.
Why are we doing this on stream?
Because we're gluttons for punishment, and we only have an hour left.
What do you mean we only have an hour left?
Because that'll be a 3-hour stream. That's good. That's all we need.
Nah. Gonna go 4.
Let's see.
Besides, I have things to do.
This is just suspicious.
Don't be
She-
suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
That woman is like, it's my daughter's Olivia's birthday today. She's 17. Please celebrate with us by doing a random act of kindness.
Oh.
And then Mr. Downing replied, "Happy birthday. And in your honor, I did a good deed today." And I don't know what that means.
That's like subtly threatening.
That means he gave his fucking the woman locked in his basement extra fucking water that day. Here's
No.
enough to bathe with.
No, he doesn't give her water. You know for a fact that he's over there administering it orally via a turkey baster.
Oh God. No, he did fucking God. Fuck. Do you remember the Rube Goldberg machine fucking project he kept trying to get people to do?
He has a Rube Goldberg machine to pour water into his dungeon slave's mouth.
Exactly.
We're going to hell and we're getting kicked off Twitch at this point, damn it.
Well, you know, at least we'll have company.
With Downing?
Well, I mean, I meant like cooler people, like fucking,
Caesar?
I don't know. Fucking,
We'll have Julius.
that one race car driver that died. I don't know.
Who? You mean
Jules?
fucking Dale Earnhardt?
Yeah, probably.
That was a good-ass Christian man right there. I don't you dare beseech the name of Dale.
Yeah. What religion was that, Jacob?
Yeah.
Christian? Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
You know, he was a good... Yeah, I think he was a Christian. Catholic. I don't remember. We'll be there with, what's his name then? We'll be there with fucking Hank Hill as well. I still
That's
love...
a clean burning hell, I tell you
I
what.
still love the video talking about Hank Hill being the pinnacle of propane and TV. You know,
Have you seen the power scaling videos?
yeah, the one of that's power scaling Hank, and the one that's power scaling what's his name?
He's doing a Bill one.
Oh my god! But I still love the one where he's like, he has a theoretical alternate universe, Hank, who was transported to hell via Peggy's imagination.
Oh God.
Who so enraged at the idea of being in hell after being a good Christian became so enraged that he approached happiness and true bliss through his anger.
You know, I actually got a sneak peek at subbed Japanese King of the Hill, and you know what? They're right. You don't get the proper emotions without the American voice acting.
Yeah, I still love the fact that literally King of the Hill is just Texas the anime at this point.
Oh God, here's something terrifying. Did you all see fucking Bob's Burgers is getting a movie?
Why?
Why?
I don't know. I thought people only watched that show as a joke. This is a show so fucking bad that even Family Guy makes fun of it.
The only reason I watched it when I did is to go, haha, there's kind of some parallels between my family and Bob's family.
Why? And that you're the one who's confused?
Well, according to my sister, I'm whatever the son's name is.
You are nothing like that little bastard. You're not as annoying as him.
My sister says she's Louise.
Okay. Okay.
Still though, I'm gobsmacked that piece of shit has a fucking movie now.
Bruh. What I kind of want to eat. I kind of want
Children?
No, some sushi.
Jacob, as tonight's big loser, you're going to be forced to be the dinner table for a large group of Japanese businessmen. You will, of course, be stripped nude, and they'll be eating off your naked body. You will have to survive the embarrassment and the hunger that yearns in your loins.
For some good ass sushi.
That sounds like fun.
So, Griffin, I have a question.
No.
When are we going to go convince a recruiter to give us a 10-day contract?
Jacob, the day I can hit a fucking jump shot from the goddamn corner, we will.
Well, let's go out and practice, bitch.
Could you maybe take like a step back from the microphone?
No. There you go. I moved my microphone away from my mouth. Because for all
here's
you
the
at
problem.
home, for all of you at home, I have it set up so that I can just become silent on their end, and they can't hear me.
Silent? Yeah.
They can't hear me, but you can. And I have it so that I can be. So yeah,
Well, I hate.
I have I have a bit of a setup through because they hear my audio through Discord, which is from my headset microphone. Meanwhile, the podcast and the stream hears my audio through the my microphone on my desk. So
Anyways, you would immediately get shut down because the problem is that you, of course, like many fucking schools foolishly do, were trained as a center or power forward when you would barely cut it height wise as a point guard in the NBA. So your game would be completely fucking useless.
I have the sheer body mass to be a power forward.
Yeah, you got the build of it, but you don't have the fucking height. You'd be fucking damn near a foot shorter than most of them. Can't post up as 6'1" against a fucking center.
Sure, I can.
Not if they're fucking 7'2" with arms longer than your body.
They give really good hugs, I bet.
No, they don't, because they're odd and spindly, and they don't know how to use them. I'm not gonna lie though, I'd pay good money to see you fucking play against even just like a G League bum and just get crushed.
One moment.
Yeah, I'm looking at this
Had
old
another
Pokemon
connection
book,
hiccup.
and I fucked this book.
Jesus Christ.
There we go. Okay.
Welcome back.
We should be back. Let me refresh. Okay, there we go.
Cinco.
I still fucking the fact that the airsoft field I go to was featured on, I think it was like Brazilian news, saying that they found alien life and that they were the U.S. government, still cracks me the fuck up.
This is stupid as shit.
I think
I'd have loved if it was just footage of you fucking running out of the smoke and just fucking covered in tinfoil.
no, it's because we have like a Roswell Gray that's just a prop that we use for certain games, and so there's video of us just pulling him out of like a building or something. But I think it's like, I think it was back when we did night games, so it's like at night with people with actual nods on and flashlights all over the place, so you can't really see anything.
So what you're saying is you had sexual relationships with that gray.
Yes.
Senator, I did not have sexual relationships with that woman.
I think.
Hmm.
You know what we should start doing? We need a recurring segment. Okay.
Okay.
It'll be a recurring segment, and what we'll do is me and you will just take turns and we'll drive to Jacob's house and we'll just punch him as hard as we can in his gut.
I don't think you want to do that.
And whoever wins gets to take one of Jacob's Warhammer figurines.
No, that's not how this works.
It seems fair to me. Jacob, don't you
Okay.
like being beat up?
Yeah.
Tell Joe to get his fucking finish so that we can play.
Mine what finished?
Your Warhammer models.
Oh. I mean, I have an army, just they're not painted.
I still need to finish off at least getting together all of my Vanguard Marines and the one and the Stormhawk. I have 3 of my shits out in a fucking solution, stripping the paint off of them right now to be repainted.
Now, don't huff that stuff, Jacob. It's very bad for you.
It's only simple green. It'll be fine.
Hey, listen, I've seen some people get fucked up off simple green.
You ever have you ever just huff some fucking whippets in the back, man?
You ever stick a Toblerone up your asshole?
Dude, okay. Speaking of Toblerone,
Oh,
What? Now, pause. I'm done. What?
there was a dude who pulled out a fucking Toblerone at the airsoft field. That shit was good.
From his ass?
No. He was like, he just pulled out this fucking bag from his car.
Did you see where it came from?
From his car.
Where was his car?
He had it literally right beside mine. So,
Okay.
he pulls out this bag and like, I got that good shit, and pulls out a full ass Toblerone bar and just starts breaking off entire triangles for people. And it was like,
I've only had one Toblerone in my life, and I'm not gonna lie, it kind of smacked.
it
Toblerones
does.
are good.
You know what's even better though than a Toblerone? If you're a fucking cheap child that just wants something sweet.
What? Sugar? Just a handful
fucking-
of sugar?
No, fucking Tootsie Rolls.
Tostinos.
Yeah.
Pizza
Tootsie Rolls
rolls.
were so fucking good.
Feminine pizza bag.
Now they're just weird.
I haven't had a Tootsie Roll in so fucking long. Oh my god, I used to love the fruit ones, like the orange one. Oh,
Can I eat a fruit roll up off your dick? Yeah. Nice.
you know, it's fucked up. You say that, dog. Okay, I swear on my life, I looked this up once. There used to be, because they don't exist anymore, as far as I know. I've not checked again.
Fruit roll up flavored condoms?
No, there used to be actual videos of people that would put fruit roll-ups on their dick, and they would get their dick sucked with the fruit roll-up still on it.
Okay.
It compressed around it.
You see them just pull off, and it's like a Chinese yo-yo.
It was so fucking weird. And like what was most weird is there wasn't even just one. Like there were multiple.
Isn't there like a classic a classic video of a dude getting his dick stuck in a Chinese finger trap?
I think so.
That motherfucker defines needle dick then, because those things are not big.
They have different sizes.
Well, I mean, he was basically asking for it at that point then. Shit.
Okay.
Anyway, one second.
Jacob, do you need to take a nap?
I will after this. Don't worry. I slept. All right. First of all, I did sleep. I slept from like 11 till about 9. Not 9. From 11 till about 6:30. I'm just really tired. I am still coming off of a cold, so my body is still exhausted and starving constantly.
I slept from about 4:30 to fucking 8.
Yeah.
Even though I set like
God dang it.
Same. I felt terrible when I woke up this morning.
Okay,
I woke up
what,
at 8.
what were you saying, Griffin? Because the internet cut out again. Because it's like midday, and my grandmother's probably downstairs watching shit on the TV, and my dad's
Fucking
on the
killer.
computer. So shit's just stretched thin.
fucking I woke up at fucking 8 o'clock today after I went to sleep at 4:30, even though I set all my alarms for 9 o'clock up to 10. Because I even said this to Joe. I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna wake up at 9 instead of fucking 8. And
Yeah.
I woke up at fucking 8 regardless. So I was like, oh well, great. Now I'm fucking awake an hour before I wanted to be. Oh, and I can't even make coffee this morning. That's just this is great. I'm running off of an empty stomach and water.
You haven't eaten either?
No.
Man, I finished off some Oreos this morning.
I am currently running off of a large Java chip frappuccino from Starbucks. Which
You fucking white girl. I swear to God, Jacob.
Which, first of all, so when I went to go get that, right, I stopped on my way home from the doctor's office because, like, I got a bunch of gift cards for Christmas. I'll use them. So I pull three of them that had $15 on them out of my wallet, and I wrote up, and I think my total was like $613. So she's like, "All right, $613." I'm like, "Oh, okay," and I hand her one. She's like, oh, "Okay, your total is now $123." I'm like, "Okay." So I hand her another one, and she goes, "Oh, okay, now it's..." I kid you not on this shit. Now it's 9 cents.
And
So
then
I
you hand her a third one.
And then I hand her a third one. She's like, "Okay, there you go. Here it is."
See, I'm sure she was nice and bubbly on the outside. On the inside, like, this fucking asshole.
Probably was.
This motherfucker. I can't even skim off any of this as a tip. Why did you have 3 Starbucks gift cards?
Because my mom, well, not my mom, but I keep getting them for like birthdays and Christmas and stuff. And I just
How often do you go to a fucking Starbucks, Jacob?
not often. That's the problem.
Why? You get gift cards for specific places for people that go to those places, not places they don't go to.
Because Jacob's a material girl.
That would be like me getting Jacob a fucking gift card to Kmart.
I forgot Kmart exists.
I don't even know if they still do exist, actually.
Oh, did you hear? The Chesapeake Square Mall is closing permanently.
Not
Really?
the whole mall.
Yep. The dude who bought it that said that he was going to, like, get business back there and everything like that, literally bought it and hasn't done anything with it yet. And so now JCPenney and everything's going out of business, and all those stores are going to be closing except for the ones that have doors open to the outside. So, like, Target is pretty much the only one that's going to stay.
Which means, kids, if you're in this area, it's your last time to go to Spencer's.
Yeah, unless you want to go to Greenbrier or MacArthur. but they're far.
So that's the thing is like, goddamn, malls don't serve a purpose. Like,
At a
The
found an online-
original purpose of a mall would have much better suited them in the long run than what malls became.
Yes.
yeah,
Because, like, for those of you who don't know, the original purpose of a malls was not to be just for shopping. They were supposed to be huge. Like, big enough to house entire wings that were just nothing but apartments. And then entire wings that were nothing but restaurant. Like, literally their own contained communities with ample access to the outside. So that you could, like, go work at an industry or something like that. Or go off to college. But literally big enough to be their own contained communities. And if they were if they ended up being that, they would have lasted a lot longer than they are. Because, like, I know in some places they're lasting longer, but, like, if Chesapeake Square Mall, which is the one near and closest to all the three of us, were to have a like an apartment complex in it, do you know how many people would like all the people? I could bet you all the people from that apartment complex would be using the mall all the time, because why get in a car and drive and waste gas when you can just walk down to the other end and get the shit you
Yeah.
need?
Oh yeah.
Like, to me, that shit sounds fucking great and would have been awesome.
yeah. And even in just a general sense, it was designed to be, more of a. It's supposed to be a social place,
Yeah.
almost like a fucking like a park, but when you could shop and get like food and shit like that.
Mhm.
But the problem is, one, it quickly falls out of favor when you realize that these things are built away from fucking people, so not really near places you go to very easily, especially not fucking Chesapeake Square Mall. And worst of all, at least what has fucking happened recently, now no one's really fucking going outside all that much, and if they fucking are, why would they go to a goddamn mall?
Especially when online shopping exists now.
Yeah.
Online shopping's just killing a lot of that stuff. Yeah.
Now where am I gonna get my soft pretzels at? God damn it.
Now where am I gonna get my cheaps?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to finish that statement. There we go.
Jacob, did you just break on through to the other side?
Break on through to the
Course.
other side.
Jacob, don't.
Break on through.
Jacob, you can't keep singing songs by the famous rock band Led Zeppelin.
Anyways, I swear, if like one of these days I look in the part that literally is just all about really not you have a thing and they're like, oh well, you sang 2 seconds. Oh, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be pissed.
Listen, if Pokemon Girl main, Mon Girl main, that one can get
Pokemon.
banned, we can get banned too. I know her name, and I can give her the fucking credit for it. I don't like her.
No one likes her.
Damn.
People simp for her. There's a difference.
She's
Hey, Griff,
she's a shady bastard. Yes?
remember when you found out that the girl that you thought was attractive in Pokemon last night was actually only like 14?
That is not official. Joseph.
That is official.
It's not official. Plus, this is Japan we're talking about.
You make a point, but still, it's wrong.
It is wrong, and that's why I don't live in Japan, because I'm not going to deal with people that believe that's right.
So from what I'm seeing, Griffin, we just need to do more enlisted streams.
Well, if Joe could join the rest of the herd and get an Xbox Series X.
You wanna buy me one?
Joseph, if I had the money and the availability, I would buy you one.
Same.
Because I cannot find one anywhere.
Okay, here's what we're going to do right now. We're going to do this live.
Go buy it from a
Right.
scalper? Is that what we're gonna do?
Hey, that's what I did. I didn't give a fuck.
Really?
I was fine with it. I'm pretty sure is what I fucking bought it from, yeah.
Did you buy it from a shady man on Etsy?
No, it was on Amazon.
No, if you go to Xe, that's where you get the Sex Box 9000.
Let's see here. Oh, I can buy Hot Wheels Unleashed.
Snuff, sniff, sniff, snuff.
Hot Wheels beat that.
So, seriously, Joe, if we find you one, will you buy it? Get one?
I'd have to wait for my next paycheck.
Do it. We need you on the Eastern Front with us.
Because I did put out some money for stuff recently. My last paycheck, I literally wasted getting an antique fucking gas mask that was no longer produced after the 50s because of how terrible it was.
Why?
Because I want to do a recreation mannequin from the My Bloody Valentine movie. And I was like, you know what? I've got the money to throw away. Why not?
Oh my god.
Why even do that for such a bad fucking movie?
Honestly, My
What?
Bloody Valentine isn't horrible.
That movie's dumb as shit.
If you're watching the regular edited one that, you know, the MPA tore apart, yes, it's terrible. But if you watch the regular uncut, unrated version, it's beautiful.
What's the,
I've seen both. It's no better.
Isn't it Black Christmas's Garbage Day?
Huh?
What's the Garbage Day movie? You know,
That's Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Yeah,
I knew
that's
it
where
was a
it's
Christmas one.
Santa. Or by a dude dressed up like Santa.
Mm-hmm. Garbage Day.
Garbage Day.
It's a great movie.
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
You know what's like another good movie?
Willy's
Targets.
Wonderland. That too.
We were on two
feel
very different wavelengths with that one.
I feel like we had very different answers.
Can we talk about Nick Cage as an actor?
I still need to watch Mandy, and I still need to watch Willy's Wonderland.
You disappoint me, Jake.
They're so good.
I do like Griffin's whole thing of, I just watched Willy's Wonderland. I was promised Five Nights at Freddy's, and I got Doom.
Because that's why I didn't like. I barely paid attention to the beginning because I thought that's what it was gonna be. That's what everyone fucking says. Oh, it's a Freddy movie. No, it's fucking not.
Well, like I can see why like everybody kind of said that because oh my gosh, animatronics, and like yeah, that's it. It has some similarities, the whole possessed animatronics thing, but
Oh my god, is it not that? No, it's just Nicolas Cage beating the dog shit out of fucking animatronics. without saying
silently
a
beating the dog
word.
shit out of it. He does not talk throughout that
That-
whole movie. I don't think
The best thing about it.
he does it all silently and is able to.
The only noise
still
this
emote.
fucker makes is fucking interacting with others in terms of, you know, beating the fuck out of them, drinking his punch pop, or whatever the fuck it was called, and playing his goddamn pinball machine, which it seemed was almost like sexual activity for him at times.
He was dancing to that shit.
He thrusted into that goddamn thing at least once.
Did a little turn too, a little twist.
Also, I love how fucking like, especially, you know, near the end with a lot of the exposition they gave, you know what I'm talking about, Joe, how just straight it was played from, you know, their fucking part, and then just everyone else just like, oh yeah, no, you know, that makes perfect sense. I can see how you did that. Yeah.
You know, do you also just how much of a middle finger it is when like they expect him to be dead and that man walks out and walks right up to him. What was his name? Tex.
Yeah.
He's just like, give me the keys.
I think my favorite fucking part of it is literally when he beats the shit out of that one animatronic and goes to throw it away in the dumpster and out the door's open. And that's like that sheriff just watches him walk back out and then willingly walk back in.
She's just like,
It's like,
holy shit.
the fuck is he doing? God damn it.
She's just like she just sees the bag and is like, oh fuck.
And
fuck.
the idea that like they're so fucking stuck in it, they're not even gonna take the opportunity to be like, oh, this guy's out of his fucking mind and just some ascendant being that is solving our problem for us. No, we gotta keep the ritual going. We gotta keep sacrificing people. Can't have this solved. No.
See,
At no point they're just like, oh, you know what? Fuck it, he's winning this fight. Let's help him.
So you know what this looks
No.
like? This looks like a self-licking ice cream cone. Let's go. This problem will fix itself.
the thing is it was an amazing movie, but it's good when the plot holes that are in the movie literally like are so minuscule that it wouldn't even matter. Like for example, you know how all the teens get in there, right?
Yeah, they fall
Yeah.
through the ceiling.
Yes. Now, you know how in the beginning of the movie, how that girl with the bubble gum and the blonde hair showed an interesting trait of being able to lockpick the handcuffs with the bobby pin? Why didn't they just do that to the front door?
Lockpicking handcuffs
actually-
and lockpicking a padlock are two different things. They're two different.
I don't
different
remember
mechanisms.
what the lock was like on the thing.
It's very.
It was
much
a regular
lock.
There's literally, this is a trick for all you out there. There's literally no reason to ever know how to lockpick handcuffs. Just buy handcuff key. Police handcuffs are all standard issue. They have the same key.
But that goes into the second plot hole either way, which is that when they fall through the roof, later on when you see other shots, the roof is fixed. And I know Nicolas Cage did not just have some spackle and like roof repair shit and some Bondo to fucking fix that ceiling.
I don't know, dog. He cleaned the bathroom, murdered a gorilla in it, and then cleaned it again without fucking much effort.
Do you think he just had like an extra urinal on hand too from the one that he utterly destroyed when he
Yes.
curb stomped?
We had one in the back.
Probably.
And then the only other plot hole is just they're like, oh, we need to sacrifice, people like every time. A bunch of kids just died to the animatronics. So why don't they just say, okay, if Nick Cage stays in here, he's obviously going to kill the rest of them. Let's just get him to leave. Let's just all leave and just call it a day. Send them home. What? They could have just said, that's enough dead kids. That'll work.
Also, oh my god, do you remember when the fucking I think it was like a Mexican penguin or some shit like that got
He don't-
fucking ran over the second time?
Got kicked in the nuts and still felt it.
He's like,
This,
oh,
this motherfucker was begging for his life. Oh no!
he's like, no mas, no mas.
No mas, no mas.
Oh god.
It was Sarah the Siren, Willie the Weasel, Gus the Gorilla, Nighty Night, Cammy Chameleon, Tito the Turtle, and fucking. There's one more. I know there's one more. Ozzy the Ostrich.
Yeah.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, dog. Yo, Nighty the Night murdered the fuck out of those kids.
Yeah. Nighty Night
And-
was just pulled out his sword and went ham.
Can we agree that when Cage fucking killed him and took his sword, that was the exact same feeling as beating a raid boss and getting the epic fucking loot from it?
Oh,
You
yeah.
got just the right drop to complete your fucking set, and now you're ready. And fucking, I ain't gonna lie, dog. That siren could get it.
Was it the fucking scene though where the first one he takes out the ostrich, where he just breaks the broom handle over his knee, and just starts whipping the shit out of this man.
And then the whole new shirt shit afterwards.
Motherfucker's patching himself up with duct tape and fucking soda. Perfect.
My favorite thing is still by far just the whole break thing and the whole thing with that girl about to go and like get killed with a knife. He's like, all right, you know what? Just have fun.
Yeah, he just gives her back her knife and just walks off. Yeah, no.
Prove yourself.
Hey, it's union
bitch.
mandated.
You just gotta prove yourself, man.
I also like to think though that like if he wasn't told early on by dickhead to take breaks, that he just wouldn't take any fucking breaks and would have finished early. Oh god.
Also, even though the effects in that movie are cheesy as hell, they're fucking beautiful.
Yes.
Also, can we note this motherfucker just drives around with multiple cases of the same off-brand fucking cola that he then proceeds to just carry in a fucking rucksack
Mm-hmm.
that he then beats the final boss with.
And rips off its fucking head. That was the best kill out of all of them. That and the gorilla.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit angry at the very final fight because he got the fuck beat out of him at first, and I was like, fuck. come on, I don't need to see my hero losing. And then he hulked up and he beat the fuck out. I was like, ah! I was doing my best to not scream out in excitement when I was fucking watching it at like midnight.
You just start screaming, "Now Griffin, shut the fuck up!"
It is literally one of the hypest fucking movies.
And then Mandy is just a
Oh.
literal drug trip.
Mandy is an amazing ass acid trip, and I will always.
And when we say an
I-
amazing ass acid trip, we mean that literally. Nick Cage is on acid for most of the movie.
Mandy is what Outlast 2 thought it would be.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
It's also what fucking Resident Evil fucking 7 and 8 thought they would be.
Did you guys see the new Resident Evil, The Welcome to Raccoon City?
Nope, and I don't plan to because it's dog shit.
They've never produced a good fucking movie.
The closest things to being a good Resident Evil movie, for what the fans actually wanted, have been what Capcom made, where it is literally just where it is the actual characters and it's 3D animated.
Yeah.
But those aren't even rehashes of the game like a lot of people wanted. It's just extra stories.
What, you don't want to know about the time Wesker ate a BLT and fucking killed someone?
Wait. Where the fuck is? I need to see if I can send this to you. If it's too long or not. It's a scene of I think what's his name, Chris and fucking Wesker having a gunfight with each other. Where the fuck it is, but it's just
Hey Joe,
Yeah.
belly lint.
say belly lint.
Shut up.
Come on, I know I have it here somewhere. Oh gosh, man.
Hold on, Joe. I'm gonna make you a meme real quick.
I can't find it. Fuck. But I'll send those two to you as well, to you guys instead.
Where is it? Where is it?
What's another good ass movie? Have you guys seen the movie Nobody?
It does not sound familiar.
Okay, it came out last year. Yeah, last year. It's a good watch. It's got you guys know Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul.
Oh, I know the movie you're talking
Yeah.
about. No, I didn't watch that.
I suggest it's a good watch. It's also got fucking Christopher Lloyd in it, so.
God damn it! Where is that picture?
You know what's a movie I still need to watch?
What?
The original Predator.
It's a good movie.
I know it is.
I fucking rewatched Kindergarten Cop not too long ago, and you know what? It still holds up.
It's not a tumor.
That's a good fucking movie.
I have it on VHS.
Or no, it's gonna be top track.
Oh, we're good. So, I've been cleaning my room, right? And I found one of my dumbass purchases from a while back. It's a audio responsive mask that lights up.
What now?
So essentially, it lights up differently depending on the audio around it. But it's nothing fancy. It's literally just based off of volume.
Oh God, the fuck is that?
Oh,
That is a fat ass. Jesus Christ. Here you go, Joe. I made this just for you.
oh
Let's see
no.
what the fuck this is. Fuck is that about?
Griffin, you care to explain?
Dump truck. It is literally a picture. So for those of you, it is a picture of like a large industrial dump truck, spelt dump f truck, dump truck.
Because fucking like yesterday, I was talking about how fucking Joe would laugh at anything. And he was like, "You could probably send me a picture of a grilled cheese sandwich with the word belly lint fucking under it, and I'd laugh my ass off at it." So I was like, "Fuck it, I'll take my own shot at that." And now you got dump truck.
Joe is a giggly bitch, by the way.
Sometimes it's dumb shit like, hold on, like,
Belly lint.
Big weld.
Big fucking weld. Which, by the way, I am saying it now to anyone who's ever seen a big weld meme on the internet. That is because of Joe, damn it. I refuse to believe otherwise.
I need to find an image of like a big welding torch and a small welding torch.
little weld, big weld.
Big weld, I don't fucking know.
Faf near Faf far.
Yes, I know who Freddy Fazbear is.
I literally just made something myself and ended up laughing at it because of how stupid I fucking hate this shit.
You fucking moron.
What the hell? Oh, there's my tape. I need to use that to fix my VR headset.
You know, one day we need to get cameras and we need to do like actual like face stuff.
I have a webcam.
Oh,
Yeah.
We all do.
You're on your phone, Joe, so you definitely have a cam.
yeah. I mean, I can also do my laptop too.
No, we just need to, Jacob. You just need to get to the point where you can show these fucking things somehow.
My grandmother
It'll
is
mean-
straight up over here vacuuming right now.
It'll also give me an excuse to like not pace back and forth in my room because half the times whenever we're talking, I'm just pacing back and forth over and over. My
It's gonna
feet
be a
hurt.
fucking rut in your room eventually. So yeah, if you guys hear that sound, that is my grandmother vacuuming. I apologize.
Stairs and kill your grandmother. You should just.
God damn.
Do you hear it? Is that what
You
you're
should just
No.
you should just cut the vacuum cord and make sure that the wires are sticking out of the the rubber cover for safety, and just stick them so far up her rectum that she just dies from electric shock.
God damn.
You should just murder your grandmother.
Oh, I don't know why I'm starting to feel
Jacob.
sick all of a sudden.
What?
Jacob, I hate to tell you, but you happen to be tonight's big loser. And for tonight's punishment, we're going to hook you up to an industrial milking machine. And you're not going
Nope.
to get out of it until every drop is gone.
Remember when we were talking last night about how like we could like his punishment could be killing his grandmother, and then we realized that he'd probably be thankful for that.
I didn't say he'd be thankful. I just said he wouldn't be too upset. Not after a while.
Jacob is who's watching? How many viewers do you have right
I'm
now?
sorry, I'm disassociating right now.
Well, come snap back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity.
Well, according to
Come back.
Streamlabs, we have 3 viewers, and according to Twitch, we have 2 viewers, so I don't even know anymore.
Which means we have one viewer.
Interesting.
Because Griffin is one of them.
Just have to keep an eye on it.
Yeah.
Oh god, this might be a good place to fucking go.
Fair.
Should it? But is it? Is it really?
It's been 3 hours.
And
We've gone through what we wanted to talk through.
We could always just the party chat because I'm not busy.
And we started to devolve into fucking
Mindless banter.
into dump truck.
dump truck.
Liam.
I'm still dead though at the fact that our most watched video so far is okay. Other than oh shit. Okay, we actually have a few really well viewed videos. Episode 4, episode 3. I need to download those VODs actually. Because they are expiring in 5 days.
That's not.
So I'll download them and I'll set up a Google thing to keep them saved because I do want to re-upload them onto YouTube now, and set up the Boys from Ilos archive. Episode 1 I think is gone actually already.
Yeah, 1 and 2.
No.
Don't worry, Joe. I'm making a meme to make you happy.
I am too. It's okay.
Let me actually, I'll do that right after I get something to eat and get all that set up because I do want to archive that stuff. Because I do kind of hate how they do that though. How they don't allow you to just save it.
Yeah. I feel like it should, you know, considering that it's literally your video and it's on Twitch and it's not really like recorded at the same time. It's a little goofy to me.
It's because they don't want to commit the fucking processing space to it.
Well, I fucking hate Twitch. Oh, I shouldn't say that. I like Twitch very much.
Okay, I can export it straight to YouTube. Okay, good. So I've learned that. Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, archive channel to be made here shortly. For the one person that's gonna want that. They're over here sending dumbass memes.
You gotta look at this one, Jacob. This is my best one. I'm your worst fucking nightmare.
Is it a picture of? Is it one of the pictures I sent? God damn it!
I'm making another one.
Oh God.
Uh-oh.
I need to. Okay. Well, anyways, see you all you homes later. Ending the stream.
Goodbye.
Bye, Burbers.
Please do as my dogs are going fucking ape shit.